Hello, hello. Welcome to another stream. Today we have the AD2L Season 47 Explorer Division lower bracket quarterfinals, I want to say. With the teams are Farmers Farming Feed Forever versus Josh A. Benz. And I have with me a co-caster, GD. Would you like to say hi?
Hello, what's up?
How are you doing today?
Chillin',
Just chilling.
opening some Oracle fortunes.
Oracle Fortunes. Oh, how'd that come about?
From the downfall.
It's not called Clownfall. It's not called Dark Carnival, right?
Got to get up on the terminology.
Who cares about terminologies? We got a game today.
Yes, we do.
All right. So, looking at both teams and their journey so far, let me see if I can bring up the stats for both teams. They have met previously, and if I remember correctly, their series between the both of them went 2-0 to Farmers Farming Feed Forever. It was actually a much recent game. We know how this season has 7 weeks, and so sometimes you can play some teams early on in the season, and that is really not indicative of how the team might have performance might have progressed throughout the season. But these two teams actually met, I think, in the second last week of the regular season, so they met fairly recently, and the reason that information is even more pertinent is because the Josh A team has had multiple people stand in, multiple people leave, so they've actually had a very tumultuous season so far. They've not been a stable team at the first part of the season, but by the time the regular season match happened between the Farmers team versus Josh A, the Josh A team did manage to come up with a stable roster. So they did. I would say that match that happened is kind of indicative of how things would pan out, but not quite because I think in that match there was a bit of experiments happening with Rakastan choosing to play support role in the first game, and then he decided to go to the offlane role in the second game, and Slashley was the carry. And even though Slashley's performances were absolutely outstanding in both games, I think the team dynamic suffered a bit, um, and so they weren't able to win either of those games. So it was a straight up 2-0 for Farmers. Um, yeah, so I think there's even though it was extremely close matches, Farmers did eventually just win both games. But I think that kind of both those games have a kind of recipe for both teams to be able to, again, for Farmers to be able to win and for Josh A to realize, oh, we pushed them to their limits and we almost had such big advantages in both games that we could have won either of those games. So I think if the Josh A team takes heart from both those games, they again go back to their original planning, which is stick to their positions for each players. I think there's a very good chance that we actually might see an upset according to the seedings from the regular season, as Farmers Farming Feed Forever did rank higher than Josh A in the regular season. Um, so that's a little bit of context that I wanted to provide. GD, do you have any thoughts on either of these teams and either the players on both teams?
I'm a big believer in being an expert in your role. So, the Rakistan switching around thing, I mean, I can see why they might try it, but the team that does that the least is probably favored in my opinion. And also, equally, I'm a big fan of is farming. So, I mean, obviously it's not the greatest to watch, but the team that farms better is just going to have the advantage.
I do agree. I think a lot of, again, me personally, having played in this league, in this division this season, I have seen that games tend to go later than usual compared to normal other divisions. So if you have games tending to be more 30 minutes ish, 35 minutes ish, it's much more likely that having items on your heroes is obviously having more gold, more net worth on your team is always going to be beneficial. And I think from my personal experience, I do think that the farmers farming feed forever, as their name suggests, do hold a pretty big advantage when it comes to that. Because I think all of their players know how to farm on the map, and all of their players, even the supports, have a better understanding of where to get gold, which parts of the map to play on. And I think in if I distance myself from every other aspect of the game and just look at the gold accumulation points, I do think the farmers farming feed forever hold an advantage over their opponents. Having said that, I'm going to say that the Josh A team is actually a much better 5v5 team. What do I mean by that? I think that the Josh A team has they're like have an incredible understanding about how to play the team fights and how to take team fights, how to use their spells, on who to use their spells, when to press BKB, when not to press BKB. I think they have like an incredible team fight ability. So in terms of PVE, I would say that the farmers farming feed forever are a better PVE team, but in terms of PvP, I would say that the Josh A team are a much better PvP team. So that's my assessment on these two accounts. Would you have anything to add, GD?
I haven't watched either of these teams play yet before. Maybe a question to you would be: do they team fight better, or do they group up more often?
I would say that the Josh A team definitely team fights better. It's not a matter of grouping up. I think grouping up tends to happen a little bit more on the farmer side, but then again, you could like it happened like I could say it's a 51 to 49 advantage in terms of grouping up to the farmers team. So it's almost negligible. So I wouldn't say in terms of grouping up, either team holds an advantage. But in terms of just 5v5 team fight and being able to team fight, I think that the Josh A team does hold an advantage in terms of that. But again, if you don't have a net worth or a gold advantage, no matter how good you are at pressing your buttons, if the enemy team just has more gold than you, you will not be able to win that team fight, right? Do you
So
think the same way, or do you have a different take?
actually, the reason I mentioned the grouping up thing, I learned this from Zeke Exotics once on one of his videos. Is like, especially when it gets to the mid and late game, if your hero isn't there, it's as though all of his net worth isn't there either. So it doesn't matter how much you haven't farmed.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. So team coordination, and then especially this is the lower bracket game, which means one of these teams are going to get knocked out. The amount of pressure just increases, right? So you don't want to be the team that makes a mistake. You don't want to be the player on your team that lets down the entire team by making a mistake. So I think when faced under these conditions, the human mind tends to corral more together. You want to turtle together because you don't want to be the one person who gets ganked, the one person who gets caught out on the map. So being able to have that mental capacity to sometimes think, overcome your fear. Because sometimes, maybe that one extra creep wave, pushing that one extra creep wave might mean getting a little bit more gold than you would normally get if you just stuck together, right? So again, it's a balancing act. Just like how one extra creep wave is gonna add up over the course of a game, you might get caught out, and one or two deaths might just push you back and give the enemy team an advantage. So it's really a balancing act of, okay, is this good enough, a good enough trade off for me, being able to understand and being not being too scared, not being too overwhelmed by the occasion, being able to predict the opponent's map movements and such. I think is going to be quite important. Um, so I just wanted to look over the hero picks of each team so far this season, and I was just going through that. Um, I can see that on the Farmers Farming Feed Forever team, they have a very big preference of Sven, and they have a 100% win rate of Sven. I know that the position one of Farmers Farming Feet Forever has changed. They were previously playing with a different player, and right now Tonvi is their carry player. So I know that their previous player used to love Sven a lot, and they used to pick Sven for their previous player. Um, since then, Donvi's heroes have been Faceless Boy, Terrorblade, Aid, a Medusa, Draw Ranger, so he's been a different kind of carry player for them. A little bit more farm heavy. See did this like their Weaver, they have a good win rate on that. And supplemented that with their banning phase. It seems like they've been banning Shadow Shaman a lot. They've had 13 bans on Shadow Shaman. They've banned Underlord 9 times, Sniper 8 times, Juggernaut 7 times. So it seems like these kinds of pesky heroes that are very difficult to deal with, that's been a common theme for farmers farming feet forever to be get banned out. And against them, it seems like their mid player gets targeted a lot with Invoker, Earth Spirit, and Ember Spirit being banned a lot against them. And we know that Elder Magic loves to play his Invoker, his Earth Spirit, and Ember Spirit. So those seem like pretty good bans against the Farmers Farming Feed Forever team. On the Josh A side, though, because they have been switching their team up so much, the bans and picks are a little bit more scattered. One common ban that they have done against other teams is that the Josh A team has banned Techies and Lone Druid a lot, and against them they've had their Viper, OD, Brood Mothers get banned. I think that's something that their mid player, their captain Booty Sweat, plays a lot. So again, it seems like both teams have had a lot of bans against them focused towards their mid player, and I think that's kind of important because you're looking for your mid laner to start off with a decent lane and be able to pressure the map, be able to create space so that your boss one can farm pretty content and doesn't have to get worried about getting ganked. So do you have any special shout outs on either team you are looking forward you think that one person on either team can make the difference?
I definitely know the Farmers team more than the Josh A team. Prince and Gator are really standout players from what I've seen in their performance in the PWR lobbies. That said, I'm sure that Josh A also has some standout players as well. I'm sure they wouldn't be facing off if there wasn't some sort of even matchup here. I'm just less familiar with the players.
Oh, would you look at that? When I look at Josh A's team so far, I see there's a familiar sixth, one, two, three, four, five. There's a familiar seventh name. There's a GoldenDragon player that played on this team apparently. Is that true?
Yes, I did sub for them once. Um, that's really all I have to say. I don't remember a lot about like the players or things like that. They were both. I mean, how were those games? I think we were having the advantage in both of them. It was just a matter of tight gameplay to close it out faster. I think both games could have ended faster, but yeah, that's just a matter of discipline.
All right, so I know. Okay, I'm gonna bring out an interesting point here that I've talked to you about this league in the past, and one thing that I have heard from you is that are you were not looking upon favorably at the lineup of Farmers Farming Feet Forever. I think that you had suggested to me at some point that you don't like the support and mid lane of Farmers Farming Feet Forever. You think that if they switched those roles, they would have been much better off as a team. Would you like to elaborate on that fact a little bit more?
Yeah, I mean, I think Gator is just good no matter what role you put him in, at least good for our level. And Prince is a very solid core. So putting it on support very much surprised me.
Yep. Okay, so to put it in context, Prince Snow Daddy is the highest MMR player on this team. He's an Archon 2, Archon 3, I believe. And being the highest MMR player, he does play the support role on this team. And Elder Magic is the one who plays mid lane, and Gator plays off lane. So I think what Gigi was suggesting to me in the past was that he would much rather have Prince Snow Daddy be the mid lane and put Melter Magic on the support role. And because Gator is just such a stable player, you can put him on carry in the pause one role, the carry role, or the pause three role, and he's gonna have a good game regardless. So maybe it's too late in the season. Maybe if this cast were happening much earlier in the season, it's something that the farmers farming feed forever could have maybe tried to experiment a little bit, change their team situations. But yeah, that's definitely something that it's you could have tried out maybe to maybe change their fortunes. However, having said that, it's not like they've been doing bad. The team has been performing pretty well this season, and they've been you know even though their season expectations were pretty high coming off their preseason scrims that I've been told that in the preseason scrims that Farmers Farming Feed Forever were really owning it. They were winning almost all the scrims they were playing, so they had really high expectations going into this season. So not being in the top two of the league of the division must have uh, must mean that somewhere down the line they might have had some sort of issues with the team not being able to play the game the way they might have envisioned it, and then eventually falling down to the lower bracket. Pretty sure this team never, if you ask the team before the season started, did they envision themselves playing in a lower bracket game? I don't think they would have said yes to that. So it really is a precarious situation for the team. Um, Having said that, I am firmly going to say that out of these two teams, it is the Farmers Farming Feed Forever that are the going into this game as favorites. The Josh A. Benz team are definitely the underdogs. Um, they started their journey in the lower bracket, having qualified in the lower half of in the seedings from the regular season. Um, they had a pretty good showing in in their first best of two in the lower bracket. They played tries and they went 2-0 in that series. Even though it says 2-0, it was actually a three-game series because the first game was actually a forfeit because one of the players of Josh A was not able to boot up their computer in time, so the they had to forfeit the first game, but eventually they managed to play the second and third game, and there were pretty big storms, 3-40, 10-43 in both games. So standout performances from Rakistan as he switched to his main role. He went back to his position one, Body Sweat in his mid lane, Sergeant, and then Slashly and Accelerator, both on supports, Sergeant, Sarcasm, and an off lane role. So the Josh A team, again, probably one of the better lower half teams of the season, and they showed that in the first game of their lower bracket series. Whereas for Farmers Farming Feed Forever, well, they did not really have much of a showing in their series. In their upper bracket series, their first game they played against Meritot Lincoln Pretty Derby, and it was a 2-0. The first game was extremely long. It was a 66-minute game, and it was whilst there was times when the Farmers Farming Feed Forever were able to come back in the game, the Meritot Lincoln team did have a firm hold on the game the entire time, and so I think the Farmers Farming Feed Forever team need to do a better job at being able to play the map more. And the second game, they drafted a greedy lineup, which needed time and space to be able to farm up on all three cores. I hope they don't go for such a greedy lineup again, because if Josh A team decide to turn it up and close the map down as the Meritot Lincoln team had done, it would become extremely difficult to find any farm on the map. And if you have a tri-core lineup that all wants to take advantage of net worth, it's going to be very difficult for them to do so. So yeah, Farmers Farming Feed Forever coming off of a loss, Josh A team coming off of a win, but again from different contexts. Coming from upper bracket to lower bracket, you definitely would say that the Farmers Farming Feed Forever team are the more stronger team here. Um,
We need to save your breath. We need a shorter a shorter name for these farmers thing. I guess
Yeah,
farmers is good enough.
I will be calling them farmers when I'm getting into the game, and I'll be calling them the Josh team, farmers versus Josh. I just thought it's better to go with the full name in the first part preview so that people
Saying it.
understand later on.
Just call them feet,
Um,
Why not?
yeah, yeah. I think. I mean, I've been the fact I feel reluctant to call them feet is because the person who is known as the feet connoisseur has actually left the team. So if the person who named the team, who is the known feet connoisseur, is no longer part of the team, it's kind of weird to call them that name, you know. So
Well, the real question is he still farming feet? Or is the forever a lie?
that you, I don't know. I guess you would have to ask the person, right? Because
You'd have to ask the farmer.
yeah, you would have it. You would have to ask them. Um, yeah, I think the lobby is up, so we're gonna soon get into the game. Um, so I'm gonna take a quick little break here, and well, the game starts in 7 minutes, so I'll just set up that up, and we're gonna just come back in a few moments' time. Stay tuned with us. All right, we are back. The lobby is up. We have the team set up. Everything's good to go. We're having the toss right now. I think everything's been done. GD, you need to switch.
I need to switch to something?
Oh wait, you're on a different thing. It's fine.
Huh?
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay. Wait, I
You,
did an update?
you're fine. I don't do casters need to update. I don't know. Is there an update? Sorry, folks. Some technical difficulties on the Josh A side. I think we're gonna figure out soon.
Seconds.
All right,
Dyer's turn to ban.
we've got the first ban from the Josh A team. Are they gonna target the mid bans? Are they gonna target ban the supports? We know that Oogie favors a couple of heroes, or he's most potent in a couple of heroes. Are they gonna target those? Are there some? Oh, they're eating into the reserve time for the first ban.
Dyer's ban now.
So decide to ban the Spirit Breaker that the farmers team like to employ sometimes. Definitely makes it very hard to play the side lanes, push lanes out. Global hero. I know GD loves his Spirit Breaker.
5 seconds left.
Yeah, that's definitely a Oogie ban.
It's Radiant's ban.
And the Steckies ban, another targeted ban.
Radiant's turn to ban.
Farmers deciding to ban the Necrophos. Again, pretty annoying hero to deal with. A lot of magic damage, a lot of sustenance, a lot of AoE damage. If this hero gets a game, it's very hard to deal with. And the Underlord, so the ban's kind of going out according to their last game.
10 seconds. 5 seconds left. It's Radiant's ban now.
Another targeted ban with the Nyx. No, Oogie plays that. I think Elder also plays a little bit of mid Nyx.
10 seconds. You only got 5 seconds. Even less.
So there's a Shadow Shaman man that we've seen. Farmers don't like playing against Shadow Shaman. Another hero that Slashly does play on the Josh team.
Dyer's turn to pick.
And the Dawnbreaker, another global hero. So we're seeing three global heroes get banned out: Underlord, Dawnbreaker, and Spiritbreaker. So both teams understanding the importance of playing the side lanes, and we get the Viper pick first up from the Josh A team. This was picked up in their first game in the regular season series. It was the 13th pick, but it shows up
10
in
seconds.
the first round of picks this time on.
It's Dyer's band now.
And farmers prefer to go with the Witch Doctor. Again, it's an extremely potent laner. The Maledict damage can be straight up dangerous from level 1 with a fair few right clicks and a blood grenade. And if you pair it with another hero that does a bunch of spell damage or has some kind of repositioning, that Maledict can be a deadly combo. So pretty strong laners being picked on both teams from the get-go.
It's Radiant's band now.
We see the Drow Ranger and Invoker being banned out. Again, Invoker solid targeted mid ban. Drow Ranger again is one of the +1 heroes of the
10
patch,
seconds.
so quite understandable why they would get banned out.
5 seconds left.
Are you looking forward to any hero combinations so far, GD, or do you think this team's much better?
Staying pretty open-minded. I don't see anything that's obvious right now. I mean, Witch Doctor is going to pair well with any sort of ranged hero that's going to be able to go on with the Maledict, and with Viper, I mean, we don't even know what lane he's going to be in.
Right, the Viper's still a flex pick. Could go mid, could go safe lane, could go off lane.
10 seconds.
What are your thoughts on a support Viper? Do you think that that thing is something that actually feasible or no?
Seconds left.
Well, you know what they say, in low MMR anything could work.
Fair.
It's if I were to go off of some other teams that have done meme stuff, it's really difficult to make it work because you have to really know how to play the role.
Yeah, I know that GD really hates when Axis come up against boss fight Medusas. Farmer is really eating into their reserve time here for this pick. And they eventually decide to go with the Snapfire. Haven't seen that hero in their lineup, so definitely seems like it's a strat they've picked up, and they're showing it in the series that is gonna be a deciding series for
10
them.
seconds.
So picking out some pocket strats. Well, I wouldn't say pocket strats. Snapfire is pretty much an open secret in this patch. Pretty strong hero. Does a lot of damage. Has an insane ulti. And good nukes and stuns. So at the moment, if the Snapfire were to go support, they have a pretty good damage dealing support. Looking like a good pick from me, or I think, but the Snapfire pick really doesn't reveal too much about their lanes. Snapfire could go mid, could get support. Josh A team deciding to go with a Zeus. Again, another flex pick. This could be a Zeus support, this could be a Zeus mid. So keeping things relatively open at the moment. Zeus was picked in the second match of their regular season series. It was played by Prince Snow Daddy. So
Radiant pick.
okay, they decided to go with the Clockwork. Clockwork is again, to me, it's one of the best supports in the game. I think what it offers in terms of being able to just do as initiation from long range, not rely on your position 3 to be a traditional initiating hero. And the cogs burning your mana, can't stop the Snapfire ulti, can't stop the Witch Doctor ulti. You don't even necessarily have to ult for that. You could just run around with your mini stun going on, stop those things. But yeah, good pickup for the Josh A team. Farmers into their last minute of the reserve time. They're going to have to start to reveal their lanes a bit more for this next two picks. Ooh, a Mars pickup from the Farmers team. It is an amazing combo with the Snapfire. You put everyone in the arena, and they are not going to be able to escape from either the Witch Doctor ulti or the Snapper kisses. So I really like this Mars pick. Really rounds out their draft so far. Do you know if Clockwork can hookshot into Mars Arena, GD?
If Clockwork can what?
Hookshot into Mars Arena, inside Mars Arena?
Couldn't see why not, but I haven't tested the interaction myself.
Farmers down to the last 30 seconds of the reserve time. What would you like to see from this pick?
Dyer's turn to pick.
Oh,
From farmers, I mean, I think it's clear they need some damage.
you think they need damage?
I mean, I guess they have Snap for some damage, but
Yeah. I
maybe
think,
maybe it is kind of well rounded.
I think the farmers have showed their lanes, right? It's gonna be an mid Earth Spirit, offlane Mars, and support Witch Doctor and Snapfire. So
Dyer's turn to pick.
it's gonna be a Monkey King picked up by the Josh A team, and the Monkey King, I haven't really seen the Monkey King come up from their carry players on the Josh A team, so this could just be a mid Monkey King. I think mid Monkey kind of fares well into the Earth Spirit, but you gotta be careful about sitting on a tree and a random Mars ulti breaking your trees.
10 seconds.
So I think in general you can expect the Clockwork and Zeus to be supports on the Josh A side and Monkey King mid and Viper offlane. So I'm guessing both teams are just gonna ban out their pause ones here. Farmers into the last 10 seconds of the reserve time. Looking to ban some carries, some Medusa, Phantom Lancer, maybe some
It's Dyer's ban.
Spectre, Lone Druid,
Radiant's
Juggernaut.
turn to ban.
They don't think it's gonna be a mid monkey. They think it's a carry monkey. So they're banning out the Quap on the side of farmers. So the farmers have a different read on this game.
Dyer pick.
They ban out the Quap and Juggernaut. Okay. So it seems like the farmers are not sure. They're a bit confused about their flex, so they just decide to ban out one mid laner and one carry. Just heroes they don't want to play
Josh A's
against.
team is flexible.
10 seconds.
Yeah, I think that both teams have been able to draft very reasonable and very rounded drafts so far. I think at this point it's just gonna be a matter of can you pick the gotcha hero to surprise the other team. Because at this moment, whichever team gets the first jump is going to be able to just kill somebody instantly. Josh A banned the Medusa and Phantom Lancer. Farmers banned the Juggernaut and Quap for each of the team's last two bans. So that leaves the Terrorblade open for the for the Farmers team. They could play the Terrorblade carry, in which case Josh A need to figure out an answer to Terrorblade. Zeus and Viper are pretty good answers. Monkey King is also a pretty good answer to the Terrorblade. If
Radiant's turn to pick.
Templar Assassin.
they decide to go with the TA. Now the TA could be mid lane, could be carry. It is arranged. And the farmers team go with the clinks. So they decide to not go with a traditional right click damage, more like a sneakier hero. So Oogie on Witch Doctor, Gator on Snapfire, Don B on Mars, Elder on Earth Spirit, Prince Snow Daddy on Clinks, Surgeon Sarcasm on Viper, Slashly on Zeus, Accelerator on Clockwork, Putty Sweat on Monkey King, and Rakastan on Temper Assassin. So Josh A going back to their old 5-man lineup that they've done with Rakastan pause 1, Putty pause 2, Sergeant Sarcasm pause 3, Slashly and Accelerator as supports. Whereas Farmers, I think, might be role swapping. What do you think, GD? Are they doing a little bit of a roll swap here?
This does look like a carry Prince and support Gator, Elder mid, Don V off, and Oogie 5 or 4, either way.
Yep, I think farmers have tried to throw a curveball by switching up their positions here.
This might have been their plan all along. Keep people on their toes till the very end.
Yeah, just when their backs are against the wall, they decide to show up their strat.
Fortune and glory await.
So we have some pretty solid lineup, I would say. I mean, just from the drafting stage, I don't think I favor either of these teams over the other. I think they both have pretty decent team fight, pretty decent lockdown, pretty decent and stuns, damage. They have all of them pretty neatly done. What about you?
Pretty decent. You're gonna say pretty decent again?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean,
I'm loving this Blades of Attack on Clinks. You know, get that little extra damage in level 1. Classic. The Witch Doctor, beginning with that Sage's Mass. I'm just looking through their items.
Yeah.
I love watching them skip around out there.
So you have a mid lane ward you have these pretty good coverage done by both teams. I mean, I think they both are playing safe. They both know it's an elimination game. They don't want to really take advantage. They don't want to give the other team an advantage by giving up first blood.
For all the marbles. If marbles were at all valuable.
So you're just gonna have an even split of the runes. As both teams head to their lanes. You have Elder Magic in the mid lane. Against Booty Sweat. How about in the safe lane? You do have Prince Snow Daddy playing carry, who gives support, getting bullied by the Viper, which is never something you want to see. You know, you don't want to lane against the Viper because the Viper can just freaking spit you out for days. And then you have the TA up against the Mars of Don B. Rakaston's TA against Mars is Don B is Mars, Gator on Snapfire, and Slayer on Clockwork. Blocking up this camp is ward by Slayer, not giving access to the medium camp on the bottom side. Ward from Ogi, also denying access. In the mid lane, you have the Monkey King that usually thrives against melee heroes. So far, Elder Magic has been able to hold on pretty well, lasting pretty well. So Booty Sweat not being able to exert the pressure that they would like to do against a melee hero, not abusing the matchup as much. On the bot lane, the Viper again letting the Clinks have last hits, but again, really almost about to kill the Clinks with the Q spam. Oogie trying to put some damage with the Maledict, but again, if you don't have any follow-up damage after the Maledict, alone Maledict is not going to do much to a Viper. And you really want to be pressuring the Viper level 1 because again, once it ramps up its levels 1, 2, and 3, it really becomes very hard to kill it. So that first volley of spells with the Maledict and damage from things had to go through. What do you think about Zeus Plus 4, GD? I know you are a connoisseur of Zeus Plus 4.
Very much like the hero. I don't think that that's what this lane needs or this team comp needs, but you know, nah, you can't. You can. You're always there's always something to be wished for, and they'll make it work.
Seeing the mid lane matchup, Elder has 4 denies to Woody Sweat's 0 denies, and 16 last hits to 4 denies. Seems like Elder is building up a sizable lead to Booty Sweat, and that's definitely not what you want to see. He's already level 4, whereas Booty Sweat is just still level 3, yet to hit level 4. Booty Sweat does go for an early boots rush. He goes for a boots. Elder is just also gonna grab boots. The bot lane, Viper is actually not doing too well either. Viper just has 5 last hits compared to Klinks' 12. Um, Klinks is doing pretty well given that Viper is supposed to. Oh, the Witch Doctor gets caught out of position and dies to the Zeus jump slow, and the Viper poison attack slows. So well done to Josh A team for being able to capitalize on that out of position Witch Doctor.
But no first blood. There is no first blood this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure why.
This
that
Monkey
is.
King has been having these boots in his backpack for a while. This is somebody who doesn't like to use their gold.
I mean, there's not much running around to be done in the lane, right? You're just hitting grapes for a while.
Yeah, we don't need the boots.
Yeah, I can see a case being made for that.
Snap has finished her wand and circlet. She wants to right click a lot. Mars with the double bracer, he's really putting the pressure. They are like right up under by their tower on TA.
Yeah.
TA has no mana left. This clock is like extra pulling, so they're gonna have a creep wave to support them. It is kind of funny that the Klinks was being pressured so much, but was still winning the CS wars, and Viper is not hitting creep. This is gonna be a very, very poor Viper come heck even 5 minutes from now, unless they get a bunch of kills.
But yeah, I think the network we're seeing on the Viper is just through that kill on Oogie. Don't think any network is coming out just from the, the killing the creeps. I think now the lane is gonna shove
This-
in.
This is technically a Klinks lead. I mean, Klinks
Yeah.
is going to be able to start hitting the Viper if he's getting the better items.
I think, as you can see from just the last hits, the side of farmers, all 3 cores have an incredible lead from the get-go. So
So
laning stage, I would say is pretty handily won by the side of farmers. Now the game's gonna open up a bit with a 6-minute rune coming up. Are we gonna see the supports rotate towards the mid lane? Are we gonna see that might cause the lanes to break down, and then getting kills again matters a lot more in terms of net worth and XP.
So the Monkey King has a need for boots now, but he doesn't have a need for gloves anymore. Those are completed.
Yeah.
Just spoke too soon. He has boots and gloves in one slot. Snapfire did decide to join. That was my thought. Is Snapfire is the most able to go rotate for the rune, and
Snapfire
look
is
at that.
there,
Witch Doctor
Witch
went
Doctor
as
is there
well.
too,
Monkey is
and it's a
rude.
double rotation from the farmers team. Secures the 6-minute
The
zone,
The
kills the Monkey
Snapfire
King.
made sure to do the extra clicking on the Maledict, so it's a kill secured, and Earth Spirit is happy with the lane.
Witch
Rune is coming up.
Doctor-
That bottle is empty. Snap is waiting to secure it.
Witch Doctor and Zeus
Witch
having a
Doctor
little bit of
has gone back.
standoff.
Zeus is following along, saying, "Okay, Witch Doctor, I see you leaving the lane. I'm gonna go mid too." And now Zeus is going after the Earth Spirit.
I think
with the
killing
monkey.
the Earth Spirit is a pretty hard job.
Zeus
have
is out of
damage.
mana.
Yeah, Zeus rotated without mana,
Zeus
which
threw a
was rough.
spell and now is walking back. Wisdom runes are about to spawn. Clock is already in position for it. Nobody is in position on the other side. Clink's just chilling. He has creep by his tower. Witch Doctor wants to go make
Witch
a play
Doctor
for it.
and
here we
Viper
go.
are fighting to the death,
Maledict
and
on the
there's
Viper.
only one
Clink's
person is gonna win
just
that.
letting it go.
Wait, did Elder dive into the tower? He checks a bunch of tower hits for no good reason. And I think Josh A team managed to secure both runes, right? Yeah. 'Cause-
No. Josh? Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Accelerator managed to steal their enemy's wisdom, and whereas Slashly managed to get their own wisdom. So, XP wise, seems like the Josh A team might be a little bit ahead of their counterparts. Yep. Both supports.
Plus,
level
whatever
4.
happened mid, Monkey King was able to get some free farm while while Earth Spirit had to go back to base.
Yep, Monkey King got some space.
Uh,
TA
Good reprieve.
TA has side blades now, so she can look to go and jungle. doesn't really.
This Viper trying to hit the Clinks, but doesn't do anything anymore. He's out of mana. Clinks is at full health, full HP.
Has 11 stick charges.
Monkey is getting gone on again.
Monkey is getting gone on again. The Snapfire is doing a pretty good job helping with his mid rotations. And we get a second kill on the Monkey King. That's really gonna slow down his lane. Elder getting a fair few kills. He's gonna be quickly getting to his Spirit Vessel. How's the Mars doing? The Mars has got his boots. The TA slowly farming up the power treads. Viper getting to their power treads. Clinks going to their power treads into Desolator. It seems like a very slow game. Both teams just happy to keep it farming. All the action is just around the mid runes. It's mostly just the farmers team sending their supports to the mid runes and helping with that. We see a rotation from Elder. Okay, we see the first arena of the game being used on the clockwork. They don't see the TA, so they just want to just build this clockwork, get their kill, get more network. Immediate TP back to the mid lane by Elder. Mars.
These TPs mid are keeping the mid lane Elder, the mid lane Earth Spirit, in that lane and preventing him from using that momentum other lanes. But it doesn't look like the other lanes really need it, huh?
Yeah, I think instead of the Zeus rotating, it should be the clockwork rotating, because that's the hero that needs to get into the game much more often. I think what's happening right now is you need to be able to give Clockwork and Zeus some lanes to get their level 6. You need both of those level 6s to be able to hook shot in and then Zeus ulti. So that's pretty important. That's pretty important.
Middle is missing. Haste.
Tia is obviously gonna keep farming, and then Monkey King is also wants to farm till he gets his Echo Saber. They're going on
this clock here.
Clock again. Clock staying too long in the top lane gets shown by the Snapfire, Zeus, L, Earth Spirit kill trio. I want to say at this point they're the ones that been hunting kills. And on the bot lane, Viper again.
While Viper chilling.
Yeah, Viper does not want to rotate. Viper just wants to stay in his lane. It creeps.
Viper is by far the poorest.
Oh, they're
scorer
going
the map
on the
right.
Monkey King once more. Oh, is Ugi going to feed? Oh no, the monkey used his boundless strike. And doesn't even
Earth Spirit is not done yet.
Earth Spirit chasing under between the tier 2 and the tier 1. Does get the kill.
It's been a
So-
tough game for Monkey.
Really tough game for the monkey. And the Clinks went on the Viper. Almost killed, but wasn't able to finish the kill off, so the Viper is now having to go all the way back to the base, regain health. Clockwork.
It's still amazing. As tough a game as Monkey has been having, 3 deaths, still higher net worth than the Viper.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the mid lane difference, right? You get more creeps, so, and also the fact that
Ooh,
Clinks,
TA getting on.
TA is getting gone on, but again, she's gonna be able to survive because the Monkey King comes back. TP stop. Oh, we see the first Zeus ulti of the game, but it's not gonna be enough. That's an amazing cask bounce. Hook shot in to kill the Witch Doctor, but they were not able to keep the Earth Spirit in the Monkey King ulti. Monkey King chasing the Snapfire, and he's gonna be able to finish the kill. So even though they don't get the kill on Elder's Earth Spirit, they managed to kill 2 supports, and I think the Josh A team is gonna be very happy with those. And we can see that TA with her Psyblades is gonna slowly become the highest farming core in the game. And she already has 20 more last hits than the next best Clinks. Let's switch up over to the network at this point. So we can see, oh, the monkey gets gone on in the mid lane. Another use of the Mars Arena is probably going to be able to secure the mid lane tower with that as well. Zeus is in a very tough position. Gets killed off as well.
This is actually a very solid lead on Radiant right now.
cores are all ahead. The tower map advantages there. What are we looking at as the big timing for Dire to even get back into this?
I think again, the Viper is gonna be very static hero. The TA just wants to keep farming, so I think it's up to the Zeus. Well, the Zeus also wants to farm. It's not really a rotating or ganking hero. Can provide some damage with ulti. It's really gonna be up to the Viper. Sorry, not the Viper. The Clockwork and the Monkey King to rotate and make sure that they make stuff happen on the map. And
So our next big timing is the Echo on Monkey.
yep. I mean, even without the Echo, if the Clockwork manages to get a proper hook shot in, then you have the Viper ulti going. You can kill off somebody. And by the time they make this play, the Zeus ulti will be up as well. So there's going to be the Zeus ult damage as well. They're looking to go on. Oh, they managed to go on the Clinks, and this is going to be a kill. So,
Very much needed on the immediate side.
But Elder manages to rotate and gets a return kill on the Viper. Viper will not be happy with that. Already having a rough game. Dying once more. That's actually the first death of Viper in this game. So
Dire's top tower is under attack.
it looked to be a good kill for the side of Josh A, but
Dire's top
Elder manages to salvage it. And now 3K lead for the side of
Dire's top tower
Farmers.
has fallen.
They managed to even
I would
secure
say
the
though,
top.
stopping the Link's momentum is bigger than stopping the Viper that's already been shot.
They managed to kill off Oogie, but again, Elder's there to make sure he snags another kill to make sure it's an even trade for them. And there's the Mars Arena. It's gonna catch
Or
the
Monkey.
Monkey off our. These Mars Arenas have always netted a kill. So good job on Gator to make sure whenever his Mars Arena is up, he's making sure to get a kill or two with it.
Gator on any hero in any role.
Radiant's bottom tower's still there, but not for long.
He's TP top to farm the creep wave. TA is going to be very low HP bottom, show it on a watcher, but who knows if Dire capitalizes on that. He is still keeping up on net worth with the rest of Radiant's cores.
Yeah.
It's really just the mid lane on Dire that's suffering, the mid and the off lane.
The TA is always going to be able to keep up with network. Like even if the TA has the worst laning stage of all time and 0 last hits, the TA will always farm. Just because of
Monkey has the Echo. The clock is connected with them. Let's see if they're going to use it to try and make a play, or are they going to farm and hope the enemy runs into them and loses in a big fight?
Dire's bottom tower.
On V is
Mars,
smoking.
yeah.
Dire is smoking again. You're Radiant.
Radiant has.
They're gonna are they gonna find the Zeus here?
It's probably a worth it kill. If
They
can
are
get-
gonna find the Zeus here. I mean, I guess they're gonna take what they can get.
Yep.
It doesn't really matter who they kill.
I think. Oh, the Clinks also managed to get the bot lane tower. So all 3 tier 1 towers have actually fallen for the side of Dire. They're Dire looking for more. They have an inkling that the TA is here, but the TA again also has an inkling that they are probably looking for more after the Zeus kill. Just backs off safely.
It's interesting to me that they have so much space on the map and are choosing to use that space to hunt over farming the creep waves and camps that are available to them.
Yep. I think there might be a problem here because Monkey King is looking to go Desolator, or where TA also has a Desolator. Again, first and foremost, if playing mid Monkey, I'm not a big proponent of like an Echo Saber. I think if you're playing mid Monkey, you need something like a Diffusal Blade to make plays happen on the map. And if you're going Echo Saber and Desolator, you had to have communicated that with your pause 1. But your pause 1 has the Desolator, so you probably want more fighting items or at least a BKB. I think you can't play this game without a BKB because they haven't even used Snapper LT yet properly or Witchdoctor LT. So if you can't escape the Mars Arena, which you can only do with a BKB, it's going to be very tough for you to play the game. So I know it sucks to not have a damage item or some sort of catch item to go with you as a mid laner, but you need to have a BKB to play this game. And just as I say that,
Dire
there's
decided to
play.
smoke.
The Zeus ulti comes out to give them vision. They go on separate targets. Booty Sweat goes and kills off the Witch Doctor. The hook
X,
shot.
nope. It
Hook,
backed off.
hook shot was onto Elder's Earth Spirit, but they couldn't manage to lock him down for longer. I think they can see the shortcomings of the draft where they don't have much proper lockdown to keep people locked down, keep people in one place, or even inside the monkey ult. Oh,
Oh, and now they're on TA.
there comes the kisses. The TA's refractions are broken. TA is gonna find it hard, and there we see the big combo that the side of Farmers Farming Feed Forever have. They're going on the Viper again. Very weak mobility hero. Just didn't have good laning stage, and so doesn't have enough farm. That brings the Klings his Desolator, so which means the star pushes are going to be even faster now. What? The Elder is going on the clockwork. Can Don we find him? No? Again? Elder's going
If
deep.
out.
They use the glyph, but I don't think the glyph is gonna save them. Yep. The Kling's just way too much damage with his Desolator. So the map is slowly and quickly collapsing, and 9k lead for the side of Farmers. And Elder goes on, Escalator once more. I think it's gonna be a dead clockwork. It is. Has he gone in too far deep? Oh, the Mars is able to cut the tree that the monkey was in. That means the monkey is stunned and then eventually is killed off. That was unfortunate for the monkey. Just as the monkey jumped onto a tree, the Mars just cut down his tree.
Hate to say it, but it looks like the only way back into this game now for Fire is for TA to start engaging. She's the strongest player on their team. There's no time to farm.
Yep, but I think the levels, it's like 13, 12, and 14 on Klings, Mars, and Earth Spirit respectively. And it's just 10, 10, and 12 on Monkey, Zeus, and Templar. The Viper is level 9. The bottom tower falls to the Klings again. Klings is just rapidly melting these towers and also rapidly taking out
The enemy support. The support Snapfire is richer than the Viper now.
Yeah, the support Snapfire on the Farmers team much richer than the Viper. This is not what you want to see on a lane dominating hero.
We have a hook shot. No smoke's backed up yet. What do you think their next play is?
I mean, first and foremost, they need to take some sort of control of the map.
They're dewarding the triangle. They haven't decided to take the outpost yet.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh, they find the Klings alone? Maybe they can go on these Klings? No, they're too timid. They don't know what the rest of the team on their side of Radiant are, so they don't want to go on the Klings. The network lead is a 13k lead.
Meanwhile, they take the top tier 2.
So now all the outer tier towers have been taken. So there's very little space on the side of Dire to farm. They're gonna have to either smoke out and play some deep vision.
They are doing the Roche.
Eyes lie, but the spirit is true.
I don't think the side of Dire can contest this. That their best bet is just to let the enemy team take it, and they can farm the map while this is happening.
Dire is scanning for enemies.
I guess they rocket flare to see, but I
Okay.
doubt there's a hook shot coming.
Pretty sure Scan can do the same trick. Rocket Flare Scan, same thing.
Roshan has fallen to the radiant.
Gan could do the same thing, but longer cooldown.
Yeah, but what else are you gonna use it for? They're gonna take Roshan come straight to your high ground.
TA is just farming away bottom.
Yeah, I think again, Blink Dagger is not the play here. I think there's a
Radiant is
BKB.
scanning for enemies.
Have to buy BKB on all cores this game.
Another smoke going? Are they looking for a pick before they go high ground?
Yeah, I think they
Might
notice
be.
their waves being pushed. So they're like, okay, someone's out on the map farming. So they want to make sure not to give any space.
TA is not gonna. Is TA gonna have mana to TP back when it? I guess she has the mana drought and the stick if she needs.
Yeah.
The smoke still hunting.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
About to one out. They're not gonna get anybody.
See circles being drawn on the map by Elder Magic.
But it is a very comfortable game for Radiant. They could chill for the next 10 minutes and they'd have no rush. They can let this Aegis expire for all they care.
Yeah, like they could.
No TP or mana on Clinks, which is unfortunate. It does stop him from putting out the damage on towers or even farming that he might need to want to be doing.
Did the TA TP back? Yes, the TA did TP back. So TA did not feel comfortable farming in that part of the map anymore.
Or she just thought the fight was going to start when they saw the Clinks up there.
Yeah, but you ideally want to let the fight start and then join, because if you get caught in the Mars arena, you're toast.
They are going to smoke. That's what happened.
Okay, so they might see the snap around this wave. Yep, they see the snap around this wave. There's a stun. There's the hook shot. There's the bling. There's the meld. There's the kill.
Is dead.
That's one kill. That's one net worth lead back into the game.
Now, are they going to just go take that and farm, or are they going to use that Blink Dagger for something else now, too?
I mean,
Oh, somebody, Don V's pinging saying attack the TA. They got a spot on her.
but they see this rotation because they have a ward on the cliff, so they see the Witch Doctor and the Mars and the Earth Spirit moving, so the TA quickly backs away. So pretty good ward that's been placed here, not been scouted out by the side of farmers. So even though farmers took a sizable lead and took all the towers, they haven't really pushed their advantage with this Aegis. The Aegis is gonna expire in 2 minutes, so maybe they might look to do something at the tail end of this Aegis expiry. Tia getting to her Dragon
Goes
Lance
the tier
next.
3.
Okay.
The hook shot landed. The dust reveals him. That tower is still going. There is no... Oh, Monkey King is coming in. I think Prince is saying, you know what? You can hit me. I have Aegis. I don't even care.
I have a Witch Oh, Rakostan managed to get a solo kill on a Snapfire in the mid lane.
Up is down again.
TA is
TA is back.
But again, the problem of the arena, you don't have a BKB. How are you gonna escape the arena?
And it is an escape. They are all out. That tower is down with no call. Elder went right back in. Earth Spirit is causing all the ulti damage. Klink's pumping it out. Klink's Aegis down. Says,
The
this is where
TA
I'm gonna
outputting some
fight.
massive damage. Trying to
Viper
get
dead.
silenced.
TA dying. Zeus dying. Whole team wipe. There. That's gonna be a Rax. Is it gonna be? What is it gonna be in addition to the Rax? Is it gonna be another lane? Are they doing tier 4s?
I think this is gonna be all 3 set of racks.
Block will be up again soon, but won't have another person to pair with till the monkey gets up at 15, which is actually quite a small cooldown, but the monkey's not going to have ult, and is Clock and Monkey going to be able to do anything on their own to defend anything? We'll see.
I mean, they're the only ults are the Clockwork ulti and the Zeus ulti.
Dire's middle barracks could use a
This Clinks is talking so
This
much
is
damage.
the second rack. Yeah, that Desolator and Klink's damage.
19k net worth lead now. The hook shot in. But that's just gonna be him dead. Oh no, there. Elder's
Do
going
they
down
get
real
the
low.
Earth Spirit? Earth
Oh,
Spirit
nice-
is... Oh, he
nice
barely gets
block.
out.
Nice
Oh, the
block
Zeus
from
got him.
Flashly. He made
And
sure.
the revenge. Now Mars goes. Don V stayed to the last minute to protect his Klinks. Did what he could.
Yep, never leave a man down behind. So some some net worth, some experience back into the hands of the Dire team. But I feel
One of
like
the mid rack remains.
that's little too much, little too late. The Viper does manage
Yeah,
to
it's still in their
finish
favor,
their
but don't
Orchid,
count out.
and Dire are gonna push for their first second tier 1 tower of the game.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
And then they back off.
Yeah, they're too afraid. The map is dark. The only vision they have is in the mid lane. So they want to reclaim their triangle. They want to make sure it's.
Yeah, he's working on a Dragonlance. Interesting choice given how much we've seen her in the middle of fights.
Yeah, I mean, the later the BKBs come out from the course, the worse the fights are gonna feel for the Dire team. But it's a choice that they're making, and they're gonna have to live with it.
This'll come in handy.
Monkey King Deso is also online. 6 and 8
Oh,
stat
nice
points.
dodge
Oh,
from
missed.
Rakastan on the blink ulti from Don V. I think Don V had. Wait, Prince No Daddy finds a lonely Zeus in the top lane, manages to kill him off. Yeah, I think Don V missed his initial spear, which meant the blink was still available for Rakastan to be able to blink out of the arena. Now with the arena down, do they go ahead and push? Gator finds the snap, the TA, in comes Zombie with the stun, and the chain stun is able to kill out the TA. That definitely means they can go ahead and push now. TA is dead for 40 seconds. Yep, there's a line drawn by Elder Magic. I don't think anything can stop this push right now.
Middle barracks has fallen.
Two sets of racks taken. 14k net worth lead. And I think the Radiant are just gonna, again, control the triangle. The top and mid lane is just gonna be automatically pushed in, so they don't have to worry about it.
It's dead now.
They can just stay in this bottom half of the map, get more gold. There's a fresh BKB on Don V. Oogie has a Glimmer Cape. Snapfire has 4 Staff Shard. Elder has Spirit Vessel. Kyan San's working on a Shiva's Guard. Clinks finished his Hydra's Breath, has Crystallis, has Shard. I feel like the best bet for the side of Dire is to make a smoke play, but they're so scared of the map position, they don't know where the enemy team is, that even if they made a smoke play, they wouldn't even know where to find them.
Also, it's not like the Radiant is anywhere split. If they smoke into them, they're just welcoming a team fight outside of their base right now.
Yeah. Again, without BKBs, I find it very difficult to fight into the Mars arena.
How does that even work?
So, any team fight that happens, they're gonna find it extremely difficult to make any plays happen without the BKBs. You're just gonna get caught and no way out.
I love the Snapfire's inventory. Simple. Double nulls, arcane, force snap. I don't need to do anything fancy. I just need
Scanning for enemies.
to have mana and force save people.
Oh, Elder is inside the
And he's
pit,
gone on.
but his team's getting gone on here in the mid lane, and these two supports get picked off.
Link. Sneaking around.
Clinks being invis. Might not want to show
Successful
himself.
play by the Radiant. They get away with 2 kills and
Oh, the Clinks' damage is
Use the
way
mid
too
lane
much for the
return.
monkey to survive. Now
Lynx has gotta be
they're hunting the
upset
Zeus.
about his match.
They get the kill on the Zeus as well.
Time to pop some mangoes.
On home
Tell somebody to get some arcane boots. Buy an orchid.
He has a magic stick.
He's almost always out of mana. But hey, it's been working for him. He's rocking the game. There is no doubt about that. Roche 2 coming in. I'm just thinking to myself, what is Dire's plan to get back in this game? What are they going to do? Are they just going to wait for them to come in and end the game? Because that's what it looks like right now, is if they bring a fight 5v5 into the base, you're just saying, here, take our Ancient.
I mean, to be able to make plays on the map, you need to be able to have some win condition, right? So what is your win condition? You go on somebody, and what is going to happen from the enemy side? They're going to arena you. So when your win condition doesn't look favorable, you typically don't want to make smoke plays. The only kills that you've been managed to have is on the supports. So if the supports are out of position, sure, you can kill them. But that's true of any game. In a winning game or a losing game, cores are always going to be ahead of supports to be able to kill them. But I don't think, like, let's say, even if the Dire side takes a 3v5 fight where the Radiant are just the 3 cores, in an arena, I think the 3 cores can kill all 5 of them. So it's pretty difficult to take this fight without a BKB. Is my assessment of where things stand.
TA has the Daedalus queued up, Monkey has the BKB queued up, Viper has the BKB queued up. They have decided that TA is going to be their cannon and the other cores need to survive.
Yeah, but can they protect this last lane of racks? Because there goes Prince No Daddy. Oh, the hookshot misses! Does not land. There comes the Monkey ult. There, and they use a Zeus ult.
Clink is dead? Aegis
Clinks.
down?
There's the ulti.
This has come out. Arena comes out. Clinks is repositioning. Clock is dead. But it looks like Dire lives to fight again, to defend again. TA is dead, but has buyback.
TA jumped in a little too far and realized she can get
Clinks
stuck.
has very low health.
Oh,
Deciding
Blondie
whether to
finds
go
out
walk up again.
Woody Sweat. Tia buys back.
Oh, Monkey gets out. TA is back. And they look like they're backing off. They said, alright, we got the TA buyback. We can chill with that. Clinks is low health anyway.
Yeah, I think they're just gonna look to recoup their losses, which is just a Witch Doctor.
Just heal up and go again while they have... Oh, they don't have the Aegis, so are they gonna just farm till the next one? We'll see.
I mean, like I said,
19k gold lead.
they have no problems in keeping the farming, you know, because there's no map for the Dire side to farm. So it's just all net worth that they're piling up. Net worth advantage, always a good thing. And
Maybe the next time I play an AD2L, I'm gonna set a personal goal of letting all of my games end before 35 minutes.
Well, it depends, right? If you're in the Explorer division, if you're in the Voyager division, and the Challenger division, or in the Warrior division, Conqueror division.
We could do a rule, Safat, where we just say if the game goes past 35, we GG out.
Or that is a pretty hard and fast rule. I know you love your rules. You're a man of rules. You stick to your rules.
It's about systems.
Yep. It's about
It's
principles.
about rules, correct. You have to live by a code.
But are you gonna die by a code?
Well,
Oh, there's a hook shot
Isn't
onto
there some saying?
Clinks. The Clinks was playing with fire, being on so low health, and staying near the enemy base,
you
and
got
gets gone
paid
on.
for it.
Oh, they find the Mars. The Mars finds 2 cores with his arena,
Look
and
at
both of
that.
them are dead.
Monkey with the rescue.
The TA goes
TA
in.
though, TA is looking to punish this,
TA went
and
in,
he is getting gone on instead.
but gets stunned, spirit vesseled, and without a big oh, they can't. They have enough magic damage on ground to kill her.
90 seconds down. That's pretty big. That's her dieback, I guess. So,
Yep. The Viper buys
but on the
back.
flip side, the building hitter of Radiant is not alive to hit the towers. So who's gonna do it?
I don't think they're scared of anybody, or they should be scared of anybody. There
Looks
goes
like
Elder,
they're
the middle of them. He gets arcaded. There comes the Witch Doctor ulti, but he was standing in the middle of Zeus Nimbus, so it gets cancelled. And Elder thought he was stronger than that, and he has to die for it.
It was really interesting watching because the Earth Spirit and Mars were standing in the same spot looking for an opening. Earth Spirit went in. Mars is like, I'm gonna chill and see how this plays out. Nope, I'm gonna stay exactly where I am.
Yeah, good decision making from Don B there.
Looks like they circled, take back the triangle. Zeus with the Ags Kaya because on top of the TA Desolator, Monkey King Desolator, crit on the TA, they need another damage item to really kill this Clinks.
I mean, they have shown that when they get the things caught out, they're able to kill them, but they expend so much in killing them that they're not able to peel back. Now, is that issue going to be solved by the BKBs? The monkey has his BKB, which is good news. The Viper is working halfway, it's halfway there. So once the BKBs do come out, I feel much more confident about this Dara lineup. Because the Zeus has his refresher, Ags, Kaya. The Zeus is pretty much done farming as a support Zeus, quote unquote support Zeus. We know.
The Zeus is richer than the TA.
Yeah, the Zeus has been getting a lot of kills. And the Zeus has 5 kills to the TA's 2. So that's where all the and then you know you press Zeus ulti, you get all the assists. So Zeus has 11 assists as well. Kino in the chat saying 3 hybrid damage right click heroes on Josh A, if he's not mistaken. Well, that was a long time ago. I mean, Kino, it's not hybrid damage per se, because all 3 are right clickers. You can say that Viper is magic damage, but
That's probably what he meant, yeah.
Viper hasn't gone the magic damage build, so his magic damage output is a little bit low. He's gone the right
Did you
click build.
notice the Zeus's Q type item?
Yeah, the Zeus has keyed up the Space Cowboy item.
I've always loved the idea of Divine Rapier being a core item on some hero or in some build, and I'm very glad that it has manifested as Zeus Divine Rapier as a core item.
Yeah, I think it wasn't previously, but after the spell, the addition, the change that added the spell damage, it's much more lucrative now. And I think Slashly realizes the state of the game, realizes how dire things are for his dire side.
That's true with Refresher, Ulti, Ag, Shard. Like you could
Oh,
burst
there,
the Clinks
there
just
goes the
by
Mars.
stealing.
Brings out the Viper, kills him off.
Viper
Monkey King
dead.
all goes out, but to no avail because they can just walk out of it. Oh, a premature
Zach is
BKB from the Monkey King. Again, Don B trying to pull back someone else. Oh, Elders finds the TA on the sides. There goes the Mars Arena.
There's the second floor. Now these racks are just melted.
Yep. Without buyback from the TA. Oh, they find the clockwork as well. They go on the clockwork. Kill her off. No BKB.
That has got to be GG coming out soon.
Yep.
There's no buyback on anybody. Here it
There
is.
shouldn't be at least. Slashly calls the GG. So, even though both drafts were pretty even, out of the laning stage, the farmers farming Feed Forever team were really ahead, and they just managed to use their laning advantage, take the towers, close the map, keep closing the map, and the more you close the map, the more it gets harder for the enemy team to farm. And yeah, they just accrued a big enough goal advantage, and that just meant that the Josh A team had no space on the map to farm, and you have no space on the map to farm, you don't get any items. It's very hard to deal with the magic damage coming out of the enemy team. So 1-0 to the side of Farmer's team. They are one game closer to qualifying for the next round of lower bracket games. We will be back for game 2 as the lobby comes up. Stay tuned. Catch you soon. Okay, and we're back
Yeah.
with the second game of the series. Um, this is gonna be it. This is gonna be a do or die game for the Josh A team. This is a 3 game series, so they have to win this. Gonna have to bounce back. What do you think needs to change, Judy? What do you think they missed out on the last game?
What has to happen is if you're going to pick a lane dominating offlaner, you got to be able to win that lane. I think the lanes losing on the dire side really cost them heavily.
Yep, I think so. I think the function that the reason you choose a hero, if that function doesn't pan out, then you're losing a lot. So you need your heroes to function the way it's supposed to function. That's first of all. But even if I take that away, I think they could have made this draft work given how the leading stage went if they picked more CCs because there was a clear lack of being able to stick on a person. There were multiple times where people would just run away from the Monkey King ulti. They would Viper ult somebody and they would be saved. I think that ability to just pin a hero, lock them down so that the Viper, Monkey King, and TA can wail on them is something that needs to be addressed by the Josh A team. And I think for the Farmers team, don't fix what ain't broken. So we start off with the same bands. The Necro band from the Farmers team.
5 seconds.
They're thinking for a bit. Then decide to ban the Dawnbreaker this time on.
I like the Necro ban and the Dawn ban. Just ban out all the easy heroes that you can play, which don't require too much coordination and are hard to kill.
Josh A opt to go for the same bans as well, Spirit Breaker and Techies.
5 seconds.
Plays techies on farmers.
I think Oogie
It's ready.
plays Techies. Or Prince Snow Daddy. I forget which one of them. The one of them plays.
Gotcha. They picked it up, huh?
10 seconds.
There's the Underlord ban coming out from the Farmers team.
5 seconds.
The Josh A team might look to ban the Nyx, might look to ban the Invoker.
What's Radiant's ban?
Oh, they choose to ban the Shadow Shaman. So the Shadow Shaman is a contested hero in this series. Last game it was banned by the Farmers team. This game it gets banned out by the Josh A team.
5 seconds.
And is their last ban gonna be a Nyx or Invoker? They're probably deciding, or they might have
It's Dire's turn.
their ban decide to Invoker. Now it's time for the Farmers to pick their first pick. Are they gonna switch it up? Are they gonna go with the same heroes? What do you think?
I would love to see a snap ban. There is nothing more boring to me than playing the most commonly picked meta hero in the patch that you see in every single game.
5 seconds.
Alternatively, as some people / some hero would say, I love winning. So if you
Yeah,
pick,
but is it really winning, or are you just pressing the easy button?
I mean, at that point, I don't care. I'm just winning.
Just who will I?
Oops. Oh,
Bro is a destination, not the journey kind of guy.
so Farmers pick up the Witch Doctor, which they picked up last game, and Josh A decided to switch things up, pick up the Undying for themselves.
10 seconds.
Undying, another one of those lane dominating heroes.
5 seconds.
Where the band's gonna be coming out for the Farmers team?
Dire's turn.
Are they gonna look to ban the Luna? Are they gonna look to ban Wop, Juggernaut? They'll ban the Juggernaut.
I'd be curious if Farmers takes Clinks again from the way from the rate they've been going.
What's Radiant's
Clinks was a last pick hero for them, so it was a gotcha pick for kind of for the hero that they thought would round out their draft. So I would be surprised to see it earlier in the draft. But the Farmers team going with the exact same bans as last game. Now, what the Josh A team's gonna ban? They're gonna ban the Drow, Medusa, PL, or Nyx. Or are they gonna ban something completely different, like Snapfire, Mars? Because the Mars was definitely an
It's
issue.
Radiant's
They decided to ban the Clinks, so they were more afraid of the Clinks than the Mars, and I think Mars was the big issue there on the last game than the Clinks, but I guess they have a different read than I do. Either that or they have plans to play on the Mars this time around.
pick. 10 seconds.
I want to see more lockdown from coming out from Josh A. Undying does not fit that bill. I want to see more heroes that are more lockdown-y related. These next two picks better be. Well, they don't have to be lockdown heroes because you still have 2 more picks after that.
Dire should pick now.
Lion.
They do go with the Lion. Definitely a hero that's gonna enable them to be able to stick on top for target. Now,
Yep, that is more lockdown.
does this dissuade the Farmers from running their exact same draft as before?
5 seconds. Dire should pick now.
They pick up the Rubik. So they want to have some fun in this game. The Farmers are feeling spicy. Everyone loves a good Rubik game. Have you played this hero a lot, GD?
I have very few games, if any, on Rubik.
10 seconds.
I see. I quite enjoy myself. I won't say I have a lot of games on Rubik, but I do enjoy an occasional Rubik game here or there. What's the second pick
I'm
from?
sure Rubik is happy with any spell on those heroes that are shown so far, so it's decent.
Yep. It is a very, very decent Rubik game thus far. You're happy to steal Undying spells. You're happy to steal Lion spells. Farmers thinking what they want to pick here, and they go with the Draw Ranger, the #1 carry of the patch, so they don't want it to get banned, and they pick it up early. And there comes the Drow counter. Although I don't know how much counter it is in lane, because I think Drow does manage to bully the axe in lane, so the axe needs to be paired up with the good support to make sure they can deal with the harass that's gonna come out with either Maledict Frost Arrows or Rubik Lift into Frost Arrows. So one thing is for sure, the Dire safe lane is going to be double ranged, and by the looks of it, the Radiant off lane might be double melee, so double range into double melee. What are your thoughts on that, JD?
Double range versus double melee. I mean, we don't know for sure where this axe is going, where the Undying is going, right?
Right, that's true. It could be an Oogie Undying. Sorry, it could be a. Sorry, no, it's not a Farmer's Undying. It's a Josh A Undying. So it could be. It could be Accelerator Undying and Slashly on Lion.
Undying is typically better on the 5 roll anyway. You want to have that extra runway to run people down from Tombstone.
Yeah.
It just dawned on me now that the replacement for Renee was Dawn V, and
It's Dire's turn to pick.
Dawn V was the offlaner last game. Gator was the snap, right? The support. That is a Dawn V is a very strong offlaner.
Yeah,
Gator,
like I
like I've
said,
already said, so like this farmers team has gotten a big upgrade.
well, you say that, but they didn't change their roles in their last upper bracket game, right? So the change of roles that you suggested happened in this game.
5 seconds.
That's right,
So
and it looked very fruitful.
yep. So the change of roles did favor them, and Josh A decided to go with the classic hero. What are your thoughts on this little hero?
Sniper is fine. It's also good. I mean, Axe likes protecting Sniper, or more like the Axe picks. The Axe pick prevents Axe being picked against Sniper, so that's nice. But it does leave Farmers the Mars option again, right? Mars has not been banned yet, and now Mars will be good against the Sniper.
It does. It does open. It does leave the door ajar for for Mars pick. But maybe Josh A feel like they have answered the Mars pick with their Axe line and an Undying pick, right? Because
Just who will
now that's not a Mars pick. That's a Dragonite pick. So farmers feeling like they need to switch it up a bit.
Is that an Elder Titan, Elder Magic mid Dragon Knight?
It could be flex. It could be a flex, right? It could go mid, could go offlane. Both roles are open. Josh A think it's gonna be an offlane, so they're banning out mids. They're banning the Storm Spirit. Farmers think that it's gonna be a mid sniper, so they're banning out carry heroes, Inspector.
10 seconds.
Maybe they were trying to do a big brain play of not picking Mars this game so that it doesn't end up being banned in future games. But this looked like heck of a Mars game.
Yeah, but also people who do their scouting will see that they played Mars once, or then played Mars in the past, or that Don B plays Mars.
Drow could hit an arena, Sniper cannot. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
We might see it.
sorry.
We might still see it. They could fifth pick it and put DK mid.
Yep,
It's radiant.
options are still available. They decide to ban the PA because they don't want any jump heroes. So Spectre PA getting banned. I can think of a fair few
You
other
don't want
heroes
to
that are
pick up out of
problems.
arena.
It's Dire's
And then Josh A finally banned the Earth Spirit. That's been a pretty big nuisance. One of Elder Magic's best better heroes. So the last pick, they have a stun. They're probably looking for an offlane or a safe lane. They have some. There's not enough burst damage coming out from Farmer's team. Just about. So I would think they might look into some burst damage. Last 10 seconds of the reserve time. They're really thinking about this one.
It's Radiant's turn to pick.
And they go with the Centaur. They go with the tanky boy draft. So they're gonna just.
Really surprising draft from farmers.
So what do you dislike about it?
I mean, this is a very greedy lineup. Centaur farms real fast. DK is typically a farmer. I mean, I guess he can push around his ulti.
5 seconds.
Drow really wants to stay in the back. This lineup. I don't see this lineup pushing at like 30 minutes the same way the last game did. Now we're gonna have a Drow Ranger sitting in the back and a sniper sitting in the back. I'm seeing a 50, 45-minute game happening already.
Yeah, I think I tend to agree with you there. Like the push is not as hard as the last game was. There's also there's a blink and stun on the Centaur. There's blink and stun on Dragonite. Then there's follow-up stuns from Rubik and Witch Doctor. So their ability to go on top of people is pretty good. So they can get on top of the sniper if they wanted to.
But they're not gonna have the damage for a long time. In fact, I could see, unless this DK really snowballs, and I'm guessing this is an Elder DK, I don't think they're gonna have enough damage to get the kills for quite a while. Maybe the Gator on the Rubik really impresses and gets like the finger stacks going or the tombstones going. Oh, I am so looking forward to this Viper lane. Wait, no, but it's not a Viper off lane. It's a Viper mid, isn't it?
Yeah, but it looks to be a Viper mid lane, and it looks to be an Elder DK. So they really value the break. The break into the DK, the break into the Centaur is gonna be pretty important. But again, you have to pick and choose, right? You can't break them both. You have to pick one person to break. The other person is gonna get free reign in the fights. Um, this and it's actually a carry sniper and a mid lane Viper. So the Ipers that I like to call them, the Ipers are shown out. The Hyper Gaming. What do you think about Hyper Gaming?
Wow. You really just called them the Ipers, huh?
I did. Do you disagree?
That it's accurate. It's just sad.
Sad.
It's sad. But you should proceed. You should not. I'm not telling you to change the way you refer to them. Continue, but I'll just continue being sad.
Okay, I'll keep calling them the Hyper Gamers. The Hyper Gamers have an Undying in the off lane. It seems like, right?
You think the Hyper Gamers are gonna get Hyper Stones?
Good one there, GD. Yeah, they might. They might look to get some Hyper Stones.
I am thinking of ordering some takeout. It might be here before the game is over.
And it's gonna sit outside your house, right? Right?
Oh, I'll be able to come grab it, wireless headset and all that. But I'm just forecasting. I would be really shocked if this game ends early.
So let's look at this here.
Instant smoke on the Dire Radiant team so far.
They really are feeling themselves. They know their backs are against the wall. This is the do or die game for our Josh A team. The farmers farming feet forever, looking to stroll their way into the next round of lower bracket games.
Damn, look at that lion go.
I am
He's on a
really,
mission.
really interested to see how these lanes pan out. A lot of pings on the map. Everybody trying to tell each other to stay in position.
You fought and died with honor.
A lot of good luck, have funs. Good
Who?
luck, have funs.
Booth's Blood Grenade on the Undying. He is saying, you know what? I'm going to do one spell, maybe two, and 2 decays, and that's it.
Yep. Going through the lineups, we've got Axe being played by Sergeant Sarcasm in the off lane, Viper being played by Booty Sweat in the mid lane, Undying being played by Slashly, not sure which lane's gonna go, Sniper being played Boss 1 by Rakistan, and Accelerator Lion, not sure which lane that's gonna go, as the two teams just trade the two runes, they don't want to really fight each other. Then on the other side, we've got Don V offlane Centaur. We've got Rubik being played by Gator as boss 4, most likely. We've got Elder Magic on Dragonite mid lane. Witch Doctor being played by Oogie as boss 5. And finally, Prince Nodadi on the Drow Ranger. So we are gonna have Undying in as being played as boss 4 by Slashly. So it's gonna be actually 2 melee heroes into 2 range heroes, and pair that with the Maledict from Witch Doctor. This is gonna be a real rough top lane. Slashly being able to get a double decay off, which always feels good.
He's going for the courier.
Oh no, he
This
gets
looks rough.
maledicted.
This looks like a first blood.
He got maledicted. He ate a bunch of hits. He gets his own courier sniped. He's trying to. He used his boots to try to drag the creeps. Something that our friend GoldenDragon really loves to do. Dragon creeps as 2 melees on the off lane.
And look at that. Now the Drow Witch Doctor can't do anything about the double melee lane.
Damn, GD really
That
loves
was
this
Boots
strat.
paying off.
GD loves his boots.
I think you love the Boots more, but you know.
Well, I love the
Let's do
boots more. I love the boots less than you love the boots and dragon creep waves.
I like me some Dragon Creep Waves.
Rakistan starting off with the raid band, putting some pressure on Don V. Don V getting a point in retaliate so that he doesn't get harassed by the sniper. Gator has 6 tangos. Viper trying to exert dominance on this Dragonite, but with Dragonite having his
No.
innate.
This bot lane was
Oh.
exactly the same as
They're
last
going
game,
on the
but
Drow Ranger. Drow Ranger somehow managed to find herself way out of position, and there goes the first blood and feeds her courier.
wow. How did she end up there?
Yeah, the Drow Ranger caught. I think she was trying to last hit and under the Radiant Tower. So, must be said, a little bit of misplay there by Prince Nodaddy. There goes the Tombstone, Decay, Battle Hunger on Oogie. He's probably gonna die to all this damage. Yep, he dies, and they might keep chasing the Drow Ranger here. Oogie has another Decay, Slashly has another Decay. There's another Battle Hunger coming up by the Axe. Yep, this Drow's gonna die.
This is some solid gameplay on the Radiant offlane right now. Dieback on the Drow is going to be brutal. Witch Doctor is going to TP back in, and is this going to be another death? He does look for a return kill.
He
Looks
does.
like it gets away.
He does not manage to get the Maledict off, so
But
the dual melee
huge.
into the dual range is actually being one-sided, not on the side that I thought. It's actually being one-sided towards the Radiant. It's incredible.
Look at this bracer in the backpack, but huge play on the Axe lane. Like this Drow is walking through the jungle. That is not what you want to be seeing on your carry.
And somehow the Drow is still ahead in last hits than the Axe. Even after all of that.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, well, I've seen this play out before.
Centaur going on bottom, but nothing happening. That big HP pool.
Yep. And then the retaliate as well. Oh, they might go on the Rubik here. Lions not have stun. This small camp being open is really problematic.
Undying is fighting again, and Witch Doctor dies.
Yep.
Prince has decided he doesn't want to die anymore. That walk of shame was the last time he's willing to do that.
Yep.
But Axe and Undying have the resources to just keep the pedal on the gas if they wanted to.
whatever this Drow gets out of this lane is just bonus. Because the way the lane is going, she's supposed to get 0 stuff. So everything that she gets is just a bonus for her. Now, paying my attention to mid lane, again, it's gonna be a snooze fest because neither the Viper or the DK are gonna be able to kill each other. So just farm fiesta. And as can be seen in the last hits, it's just straight up farming. Nobody's being able to pressure anybody, and don't think much action would happen without rotations. With nighttime approaching, we might be looking for some ganks to happen at the 6-minute runes.
The Undying has phase boots, and now basically it looks like they have decided that they want to play for the CS game instead of the run at the Drow game.
I mean, they can still look around the Drow.
No, not without mana. That's not possible anymore. If they're not regenning, they cannot.
Yeah, but the Undying's courier, if you look at it, you're gonna see what's happening.
There's no easy way to click the courier. Oh, there we go. We got some clarities, and oh dang, 3 mangoes. He's gonna go for it. What about the Axe? Is Axe gonna have HP regen, or just not gonna care?
I don't think Axe cares. He just wants to put a battle hunger, and then Undying does the rest.
That's fair. Fair enough.
And then,
Look at this creep wave pushing in on bottom. We could see a similar play happening in the off lane here.
the Viper is rotating with the Invis rune, or trying to rotate, I guess.
Oh, they are really gonna put the heat on Prince.
Yep. It's a level 3.
No mana
Drow.
for the tomb yet. But the mangoes are there. Are they gonna go for the witch doctor? They're gonna go for the witch doctor.
Yep.
The Drow is just gonna back off and be like, all right, well, this is a lot of commitment. I can't. In fact, whoa, the Drow TP to the tower
Yep.
and says, all right, I'm gonna go farm this creep wave right by the tower. All right, Viper TP'd back. No time wasted. Back to laning.
Why waste time? You know, when you can earn
I
money.
mean, it is clear that Josh A has decided that winning is urgent.
It is. They have stepped up the gas. They are looking to win this game and come back in the series.
Even this sniper is hitting the centaur like this. Every time I look bottom, centaur is at 30% HP.
Yeah.
Although centaur just got his ring of health, might help with that sustain.
The wisdom runes are gonna be shared 1-1 on both teams. Nobody's gonna be able to snipe each other. The axe is making sure the catapult keeps hitting this top tower. Oh, but he denies it. So it's not
That
gonna
tower is not lasting much longer. And Witch Doctor is going to enable.
Slashly again does have mangoes up his sleeve if he wants to go on them.
Axe is ready to dive, Undying is ready to dive. Nope, not yet.
Who is
That
the true
tower
off
is
laner
so-
in this lane? Can you tell me? Because I can't.
Right? It is both of them.
Yeah,
The Witch Doctor again is going to take a hit. The Courier goes with the band on the Drow. So Drow is really very sad. She has nowhere to run to. Lion has come by to join in the gank. DK has forced the TP. Rubik has forced the TP. They said leave Drow Ranger alone.
and if they
But
get no
are they
kills
going to
out
get
of
anything
this,
out of it?
if they get 0 kills out of this,
They get nothing.
poor.
They get the Lion. That's good.
That's 1 kill, but the side of Radiant are 2 Kinect worth ahead, and everyone just rotated top. The tower fell despite all of that, so the tower went. Sniper is just happily farming away in the bot lane. And that was just space for the Viper to hit some creeps in the mid lane as the Dragon Knight used his first ulti not to take the mid tower, but to gank top and got just a lion kill out of it. Couldn't manage to save his tower from dying. So not really a fruitful first transformation from the Dragon Knight. There is 2 people bot, Rubik and Centaur up against the Sniper. Sniper just shrapnels the wave and tries to get as much as possible. So the top side of the map is now free for the Drow to farm. Like, you needed to pressure the Drow after taking this tower, but if you don't pressure the Drow, don't take her space away, and Drow's just gonna come back.
I think the Undying has decided he doesn't want to. He wants to play pure off lane as another core. He has an Echo Saber queued up with these phase boots. This is the Josh A plan right now.
Yep. The Lion is the mid lane, and the Centaur and Witch Doctor are also mid lane. So they're forcing rotations in the mid lane as well, which leaves space on the two side lanes for the course to farm. I think that's a good move from the Undying because the Axe doesn't wanna fight till he gets his Blink Dagger, which means if the Undying can get some farm going,
From Radiant.
they're gonna be able to.
No, I mean, I won't debate, I guess, what the right move is, but Drow is struggling in the jungle, and she's very vulnerable, even without a Blink Dagger. Looks like Witch Doctor pick off again with this
Oh,
Tombstone.
Dragonite has the DD and is going after Booty Sweat. If Booty Sweat could ulti, but does not ulti, Axe misses his call as well. So not much is gonna happen. The Undying is here.
Undying has come in and says, I will throw a tomato at you.
They can force something with this cart wave maybe. The
Dragonite playing very safe.
Yep. Does not want to give his life away. The Lion's here as well.
Witch Doctor there to heal the DK. Axe has come in.
Oh,
And this looks dangerous for the Axe.
the Rubik is here.
He gets away with it. Rubik is there as well, but Rubik is caught. Rubik doesn't have his ulti. There's no spells getting stolen today. Lion doesn't have finger. Undying spells are down. DK form is going to run out in just a few seconds, and it is out.
Much ado about
That
nothing.
engagement is over. Yep, exactly. Meanwhile, Drow is chilling. I'm pretty sure Prince is like, I'm going to hit creeps. That's what I was going to do anyway. Tower, no tower, it don't matter. Axe, no axe, I don't care. Axe is like, Drow is here, hitting creeps. I can't do anything to her with my phase boots double bracer.
The network
Rubik grabbing.
is
Not a
pretty
wisdom
stable
cry.
at 2K.
Sniper chilling. Lion came by. No finger yet, though. Still spikes him. Sniper tries to hit, but Sniper is losing HP from the hitting. That is a level 4 retaliate. Don V has said, if you're going to hit me, you will pay the price.
Yeah, I
Are
think
there stacks? There are small stacks in the triangle for the Centaur to recover with.
small stacks you say. I think these are big stacks. This triple stacked ancient and double stacked medium can.
Okay. Let's call it medium stacks. If they were both triple, I would say they were big.
No,
Drow is somewhat being pressured here,
they did not
but
go
it
on
looks
her.
like she can just walk away.
Yeah, they did not go on her for some reason. Tombstone was used, so that's the timing that's being missed out on.
DK is just chilling.
I mean, DK and Viper is gonna keep farming this mid wave. These towers are not gonna get taken unless something happens. Oh, they used the ulti to get out of sniper, and they managed to kill off the sniper.
Very meaningful kill for the farmers team here. Undying and Axe TP, but are not going to get anything out of it, which leaves a lot of space open for Drow up top. DK is also going to be able to continue farming the mid lane. He has Dragon Form up again, and a completely open map too.
The Viper,
Instead, DK backs off. He has his Blink Dagger. He's probably thinking, I just got it. I want to take it to the fight and use it.
the Axe is nearing his Blink Dagger, but still needs to farm for a little bit longer.
Sniper shifted mid.
Yeah, he wants to really unlock this mid lane tower.
Axe is leaving bottom, so everybody came bottom, and now they're all leaving bottom. Centaur says, okay, you can leave bottom. I'm going to go push this wave in. And now the focus is on this mid tower and on the DK that just got his blink. He blinks on the Axe. The Axe says, go ahead, blink me. I didn't have a blink dagger, so I'm glad you did it.
Lion dies, but the mid tower is gonna fall. The Undying is still chasing the Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight walks into Tombstone.
Quick stole Decay.
Yeah,
Big spell to steal. Maybe even the best spell to steal, right? It works well with his innate.
yep.
Maybe not. Sniper on the Rubik. That Decay is not lasting long.
Oh my god, what a team fight. The Undying solo killed, the DK solo killed the Witch Doctor. Made sure that Don V goes to low health for the Sniper to clean up. Few more light clicks. Nobody has mana to give to the Sniper to ult.
Do I still think this game is going long? Yes, I still think this game is going long, but it is a big advantage for the Radiant right now.
Yep, that was a big network swing, almost 1k network swing, but they managed to unlock the mid tower. The top tower was already gone, so the lion has hit level 6. So there's Finger as well. The lion's trying to get to his Bling Dagger. Booty Sweat on the mid
Would you
Viper.
believe it? Only a 1k net worth lead, and the highest level heroes on the team are on Dire. It's all this fighting that's happening, and still Dire is doing fine.
But have you seen the levels on the supports on the Dire side? Like if you look at the levels on the Radiant side, and then you look at the two supports, there's a huge disparity.
Yes, so this Undying has really popped off, right? He's quite high in levels. He's quite high in net worth.
But is he
Will
high?
he be able to? Will this harpoon be able to make an impact?
I think for sure it's gonna be able to make an impact because it basically means they have 4 cores on the side of Radiant, and they were not punished for it. Not only were they punished for it, they're ahead in the early game. So the later this game goes on, they're gonna have just 4 cores against, I wanna say, 1 core really. Because this Dragon Knight and Center are not gonna be actual cores the later the game goes.
Yeah. Centaur is getting hard to kill right now. It looks like, are they gonna start taking these stacks? They're probably thinking, hey, this might be threatenable or takeable, stealable. Nope, Centaur TP's away from the stacks. DK walks away from the stacks.
Drow's being chased by Lion, and
they are trying to catch up to the Drow. Drow is kind of stuck.
And Drow's gonna get punished
very dead
for farming in a deep part of the map. That was the Axe Blink Dagger reveal, a very fruitful Axe Blink Dagger reveal. That also gets Lion closer to his Blink Dagger, so they don't have to rely on just the Axe anymore. Undying almost...
As hard a Drow game it is, she's still close to Sniper on net worth.
Yeah, that was due to the taking of the top tier 1 tower by the Radiant side, but they're not doing anything with that. So even though top tier 1 tower is taken, Drow was still able to farm that part of the map without getting punished. This rotation that went to kill her had to happen much earlier to slow her game down.
But there's something cursed about Viper. Viper is once again the lowest net worth core, being surpassed by a support on the team.
Is it a curse or is it people being inefficient with farming on this hero? Because there's ways to farm, yeah.
Just call it a curse and be nice about it.
Yeah, I suppose we can just leave it at that. It's just a curse. The Axe looking to make plays with the Blink Dagger again.
Are they going to take these stacks or are they going to give them up? Nobody has spotted them, so there's no danger of them yet, I guess. If Prince gets these stacks, he's going to come ahead of the Sniper, and then all that early game dying or like pressure is going to be for naught.
I mean, not for naught.
I'm telling you, I know you were saying that Dire is ahead or Radiant is ahead.
Yeah.
I think their lead is very nominal. It's like 1k lead, and their levels and net worth distribution shows the opposite. Like Dire is very much like at least even in this game.
I do understand that, but I'm looking at the greed that the Radiant side went for, and their greed was not punished, and not only that, they were ahead in net worth. So when
You're really valuing this Phase Boots Echo Saber Undying.
Well,
and we're gonna see the value of that right now.
Yeah, he's just gonna get in there and feed his life away.
That's right. That Phase Boots Echo Saber is not gonna do anything to this Drow.
Well, not if you go in like that without your team. The Axe was supposed to go in and Blink Dagger call the Drow, not the Witch Doctor. So
you know, I've had my fair share of Undying off lanes, and actually Harpoon is at least my own not preference for the hero.
For sure. A little bit of miscommunication there, or misprioritization on who to go on in that team fight by the Radiant side, costing them those kills.
Plus, those stacks got taken now, so no risk there. Drow has beat the Sniper in terms of net worth. That offlane tower is probably going to go. I mean, somehow or another, Farmers has taken the game to be even. Now we have a Blink Dagger on DK. He's working on a Mage Slayer. Really low on the damage. They're going to rely on the Drow for all of their damage this game.
That bot tower went away without the glyph being used, which I'm always sad to see. If you have a glyph, just use it. You get a free glyph.
Yep.
So not
All right,
being
here's the
aware.
Echo Saber on the Undying. Let's go see it in action. We're gonna see it right away because that ulti and Tombstone is up, and they're right by the enemy. Boom, here it goes.
Where is the axe call?
Ooh.
The axe has blinked
What
earlier.
a beautiful Echo Saber.
That fight could not have gone any worse for the team because
Oh, the Drow gets away. The Drow gets away.
the Undying just walked into the middle of them, and oh, they find the lion as well. The lion walks into the tombstone from that the Rubik had stolen.
That stolen Tombstone.
So 3 kills back firmly brings back the farmers team on this side, on the winning side. Now they're up 3K in net worth.
Yep. Are they going to be able to take the mid tower with it?
They probably are. DK farms running.
Yeah, that tower is not lasting. Sniper is gonna TP away from the triangle. He's gonna join this Witch Doctor fight. They get a Drow pickoff, very big. So as much as the momentum has sort of stopped going in Radiant's favor, they are able to keep the game level.
Yep, there's the axe call that we were talking about. Well, the axe call happened bot lane, but yeah, the kill on the Witch Doctor and the Drow. That axe Blink Dagger needs to always be on.
Look at this Undying Echo Saber hitting the Centaur. I'm just gonna tease you on that all game, dude.
On me or the enemy team?
Uh,
Or are you
hey,
gonna...
it worked. It killed the DK.
Yep. It's gonna work when your team's behind you, right? But if your team's not behind you and you get caught out alone, as you did in the dire triangle and on his jungle, it's gonna look bad because you have no save items for yourself. So as long as you play with your
Yeah.
team, as long as it's coordinated team fights, this is gonna be an amazing item.
That's fair enough. I'm not much of a team player.
Accelerator has his Blink Dagger, looking to play deep into the enemy side.
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
Viper has his Dragon
Axe is
Lance.
farming in my favorite part of the map for offlaners.
Gonna get his Blink Blade Mill combo up soon. There's the Wisdom that he wants to leave for his support, I believe.
Check out this Viper queued up.
Yeah.
He's like, you know what?
Viper,
I don't care if Drow pierces evasion.
I actually am a big proponent of this item on Viper.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool when he was when his level 25 used to make him a universal hero back in the day. But even now, I really like this item on Viper. There's the
Even
Blink
with
Dagger
the
reveal on
the
Don
Drow
V on the
archbishop.
on the Undying, but the Lion is there to save his teammate. The DK is not too far behind with the Blink Dagger, but they're just gonna choose to kill the Tombstone instead. So the Blink Dagger reveal on Don V does not prove to be successful. They don't get a kill out of it. They're chasing, but oh, Elder Magic does manage to find Slashly, trying to go away. But I think Slashly is gonna be able to juke. Oh, he's able to juke, but eventually he's found. So
I'm not gonna say anything.
he never died, so you don't have to say anything.
That's right. Nobody died.
Yep, nobody died. All is well in the world. Sniper got to his Mjolnir, so he's gonna be farming away.
This Lion is taking the heat now. Axe
Oh,
came
the
in
blink
and
call
got
from
a piece of
Axe.
all off. I got the Drow. Axe dies. There's
But-
just too much damage on the Radiant team. Even this Undying is... Nobody said anything. The
Everyone-
Centaur, though, he is taking a beating.
Everyone is
Witch
just
Doctor with
walking
damage.
in one by one. Everyone just walked in one by one for some reason. I don't understand why.
Is that a Clinks hitting the tower, or is that just me?
That's just you. The early Crimson Guard from Don V, making sure that it negates a lot of damage coming out from the enemy team.
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
Gonna protect the Drow. So the map state has somewhat been equalized.
Every time I see Prince on a carry, it's usually this range damage dealer that farms a ton and then sieges towers.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are very prefer being a ranged pause one than a melee pause one. Melee pause ones, I don't know, require a little bit more
His
careful.
Witch Doctor dies.
So Witch Doctor sacrifices his body for his own shard, and it's a very good shard. The shard, along with the Glimmer Cape, is going to make him very survivable.
They have smoked, and they smoked to where they know the enemy team isn't.
They are
But they
going.
are looping on this Centaur.
To Radiant long
Centaur says, nope, I'm out. Sniper is just farming away.
Radiant
This guy has no problem with just getting his gold, actually. He is keeping up with the drought, head neck and neck.
Yeah, they're both gonna keep up with each other in farm. Both are literally the exact same hero in my eyes. Not much
My
difference.
guess that this game goes to 40 minutes is still on.
So the lion dies. The center ult is used to get everybody to safety. Axe is looking for a blink dagger play, but he's not able to find one. Elder magic is probably gonna die.
Dying. Viper dies. Sniper gets the Rubik here. No, he doesn't. That Crimson Guard coming in clutch.
Yep. So the axe and lion die in return for the Dragon Knight. I think the side of Radiant are gonna be happy that they were managed to kill the Dragon Knight. But the axe
Look at
dying
this.
is pretty rough.
Look at this Don V Centaur Divas. He has decided, you know what? You are not going to be able to punch me down. Like, all your right click will not matter.
I understand that gameplay, just be this big meaty tank up front. Oh, the stolen Earth Spike managed to catch the Undying out. The Undying manages to Tombstone, and is he gonna be able to get a kill on Kadar? No, he's not, because the Crimson Guard is gonna be able to. Oh, the Lion comes in clutch, manages to stun and kill the Rubik. So, I guess that's a good trade. Well, no, it's not trade Tombstone for a Rubik kill. Rubik has no stolen spells. My biggest issue with how the fight's been going on for the Josh A team is that the Axe has not been able to get a clean blink jump with one of his damage dealers hitting the Drow. So we've not been able to see that happen or pan out the way we want.
Yeah,
to see
team
it.
fights have been messy for sure. Viper chugging away. He's got this Eagle Song halfway to the Butterfly. Oh yeah, what do you think
Halfway?
about Butterfly into marksmanship?
Halfway, he has the full butterfly.
He has the full Butterfly? Yeah,
Yep.
basically, you're right.
What do you mean basically? He has it. He's just not buying it. He's not gonna go and buy it. My I take away with the Eagle Song into marksmanship is that marksmanship is great, but Eagle Song is not really about the evasion on just that. It just makes you durable as an edge hero.
That should help.
And the faster you can attack with your Q, the faster you can kill somebody off. And Booty Sweat, interestingly, wants to go for a Desolator instead of Shard. Slashly going to tank the gank for his team.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. It's not every day you get to see Radiant's middle tower fall.
Both teams having a standoff at the moment. Lion blinking in, catching Oogie, trying to ward. There's the blink dagger from the axe. And there's the ulti being used by Centaur to make sure his team can escape. At the moment, a 4th network lead to the side of Dire.
Jax thinks Radiant's bottom tower is about to fall.
The Dire side are posturing bot, whilst the Radiant side are posturing top. What a find by Sergeant Sarcasm on the Drow Ranger. Amazing kill. It's gonna set him off on his calling blade armor harvesting.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Drow Ranger is dead for a minute, so 1 whole minute. The side of the Radiant might wanna take a tier 2 after this. They're posturing in this side.
Dire's top tower has some Radiant-shaped problems.
There's lines being drawn on the map. Looks like Slashly is saying to go somewhere else. Center all being used
Warrior is dead.
to run into the triangle. They jump and call the Dragonite with who has a shield rune. It's broken, and so is a pretty easy kill.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Jax thinks Radiant's bottom tower is about to
No further casualties. Everyone managed to safely back away.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
There are both teams posturing mid.
Jax thinks Radiant's bottom tower is about to fall. So he's wrong.
What an amazing 3-man call by the Axe. Manages to kill the Rubik, but the Drow's able to hit from the backlines, while the Sniper also manages to hit from the backlines. Is outputting serious amounts of damage. Booty Sweat with his right click manages to slow people down for the Sniper to be able to hit them. Good team fighting. Even though it was under a tier 2 tower, the Radiant side managed to get 3 kills and they only give up their axe for it.
Safat, you're not gonna like this. I don't think this moved the needle for any team.
Yeah, I mean,
I think that fight was pretty moot.
You killed 3 people and then you didn't take a tower out of it, so obviously it's gonna feel bad. Like your kills need to lead to objectives. If kills happen for the sake of kills, like there was no point in having kills.
Drow just continues farming.
But hey, you said a 40-minute game, and we are definitely head for a 40-minute game. But as you can see, in the first few fights, the Axe never got off a clean blink call onto the heroes. But once in the last couple of fights, the Axe managed to do that, and the fights heavily favored the side of Josh A. So as long as the Axe can keep getting these calls off, it's gonna be pretty simple for the Radiant side.
Speaking of objectives, I guess you could say that fight was meaningful if they take Roche off of it.
Yeah, now that they've taken Roshan off of it, they have definitely done some meaningful change on the map. I would have preferred to see some towers go down, and then Roshan being taken thereafter. But putting Roshan on your weakest hero is not also a bad. It's not a bad idea. So we've got the Shiva's Guard finished on Don B. We've got a Yule Scepter being worked on by the Rubik. Elder Magic is going for an Assault Cuirass. Almost has it. Oogie doesn't have any money for anything. Has a Holy Locket. And Prince No Daddy has a Shadow Blade. So looking for a Silver Edge. Oh, there's a Blink stun on the Witch Doctor. And there's another finger stack for the Lion. Undying
I
ulti
have
was
to admit,
used.
this Undying has done a lot of work this game.
Is Dire going to let that middle tower fall?
Yep, the Undying is basically because an axe wants to initiate, right? But he wants to be able to see people. So the Undying is that guy for him. The Undying just goes in, gives him vision, is this big tanky boy, and then the axe can jump in second. So the axe always wants
They are
somebody
locking
else.
in on the Drow.
Dire are
The
scanning.
Drow
Oh, they
knows
scanned
she's
him.
in danger.
Scanned her, but do they know that she has a Shadow Blade? They don't, but they use the center all to get her out of safety. The Dragonite is steeping in.
Radiant
Sniper sees the Drow. There's the call by the axe. There's the Blink Dagger call. Pretty good. The Sniper gets to stand there and hit people. That's a lot of
The
damage.
thing is, with Drow dead, where do they get the damage? Is the Witch Doctor? Nope, the Witch
No.
Doctor dies. It doesn't matter who is at low health on the.
Literally everybody
Radiant
dies.
field.
All,
Yeah, Sniper can just hit the base alone.
but because they took the Aegis, the one guy that matters is alive. Stolen Tombstone did a lot of work.
Yeah.
Dire's top tower has
This just goes to show how
Nobody
even the
plays,
game
but
is.
it will be-
And guess what?
Yeah,
The Harpoon actually managed to keep the Undying alive.
Yes, that's right. I do have to say, like I said, this this pause 4 slash 3.5 Undying has done a lot.
And look, would you look at that? Undying has 4 legs, or I guess 2 legs,
Dire's top tower is under attack.
because he is building the item.
Top tower has fallen.
I mean, Undying always wants to be building. Like if you buy a Holy Locket Guardian Greaves on Undying, the amount of healing that you can do and keep people alive with your Soul Rip and all those items, Holy Locket, oh, it's crazy. I guess he didn't take the level 15 talent on the right, but it still is pretty insane amount of healing coming from Undying.
Lines are drawn on the map.
Yep, Booty Sweat as the captain. Was it Booty Sweat or was that Dragonite? Both were pretty light colors.
What do they mean? Is it like push out 2 lanes and then let's go?
Probably. But I'm curious, what are your thoughts on the Viper Shard versus Viper Decided?
The Viper Shard versus the BKB.
Not the BKB, the
Ah.
other item he has in his inventory.
The Desolator. Oh, obviously, I would prefer the. I mean, not obviously, but I'm a fan of the Shard. I honestly, my take is this game we don't really need either of them. Really, what you want is just somebody that's going to be able to stand in front of the sniper.
Right. And that's probably gonna be the Axe and the Undying. Once the
Sure.
Axe gets
Well-
his BKB, when the Undying gets his Guardian Greaves, there's gonna be a lot of stuff standing in the middle of Sniper and the enemy team.
Yeah. What I mean is, like, sniper will hit buildings plenty. We don't need like it's nice to have on the Viper, but
What I would love to see is a Hydra's Breath on the Viper.
I still think of Hydra's Breath as a farming item.
Oh, they found the Drow again?
This is problem.
Oh no, they get bailed out by the center ulti. There goes the Tombstone. There goes the Undying and the Viper combo on Centaur. And while that was happening, the Axe managed to kill off the Witch Doctor, but then he paid the price for it.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Does this mean it's a
It's
high
really-
ground push?
Can they push without the axe? I guess they can because
Yeah.
they still have Undying.
And they
Undying
have a-
ulti runs out.
They have a
Tombstone
Desolator.
isn't there.
Sniper already hits Building
DK
Fire,
is
but
there.
now they have a Desolator to go on top of that as well.
DK has no TP to join. That's a real problem for them on the defense here. Drow die and does not die, but almost dies as a result. Can DK get back to defend?
Yeah, DK is
They are afraid to push without the axe.
Well, they're waiting for the creep wave to come by, but Drow can creep waves easily with her Ags multi-shot.
Plus DK is back. Sniper TP is back. Yeah, this is the issue. You can't really push the high ground without without the axe or the Undying ulti up. So Prince lives to farm another day.
So, GD, we're 20 seconds away from a prediction. How does it feel to be right once again about this valuable game?
I wish it wasn't so easy to see coming.
Do you think you deserve something for that?
Oh, I get more than I deserve.
Really? Oh, there's a double damage, but which team will be the first to see it?
Centaur is on it.
DK is on it.
Yep.
Okay, so they're hunting for somebody. They might find the axe here. If the axe is not careful. Axe is farming. They're definitely gonna find the axe. There's a silver egg.
Oh,
There's
it's
the
broken
break.
too. That's a big break and dead. That's a great pick. Such a key pick for Dire if they want to be in this game.
Yep. If you kill the axe, you literally stop the only way
Scanning for enemies.
that
Yeah.
Radiant can get on top of you.
This is why I'm skeptical of the Desolator item on Viper, because the axe is serving so much to protect the sniper right now. If you can get somebody else that'll protect the sniper, it really lets your axe be more offensive.
The axe does have buyback if he wants to buy back and oh, there's the blink in from this centaur.
This Shiva's Guard is really keeping that Centaur alive. I really like the itemization there.
And the
Drow
Drow
just melting the
smacks-
Lion Viper. What good did that evasion do if you have marksmanship?
Not much at all.
Now, it would be very lucky for Dire if Roche is up in the next 2 seconds, but we get to see as observers, right? We know the exact time. All right.
Do we?
What does the corner tell you?
It doesn't tell me much.
It doesn't give you a specific timeline?
Nope.
Okay. For me, it tells me 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
It doesn't tell me that. Are you watching the game from client or from as spectator?
From the client, like in the casting mode.
It doesn't tell me, so maybe it might be a glitch.
You know what I'm talking about? The little icon, the Roche icon?
JD, really? You think I don't know that?
I mean, I'm just saying, mine has a little time number on it.
Yeah, but that's just the guaranteed respawn, right? That's not the actual respawn time.
No, this is the actual respawn timer. I think.
Nope, that's just the guaranteed respawn.
Oh, okay. Whoops. I was about to say, this is how my predictions are always correct. Hacks.
Hacks. Oh, can the axe find a good blink target? Oh, he finds a 3-man blink, but the Drow was silver edge, so he got broken, so there was no counter helix procs.
Drow gets away. That's all that matters.
Yep.
Now this Undying melts, the sniper dies, the tombstone goes.
And since the Drow
This
survives,
is Dire gets to take whatever they want.
and the fight was unlucky there because the Drow was silver edged. So when the axe call happened, the axe got broken, and that meant no counter helix procs. If only
Ouch.
he called a little, like 1 or 2 seconds earlier, the Drow was in vision. She would not have pressed her silver edge. Would have been a perfect call. So the center has a blade mail now, going for Ags to protect the Drow even more.
Radiant's top tower. About to fall.
Blade Mail was an interesting call after getting it after the Shivas. I mean, I'm not against the choice for sure.
I think it's mostly to protect him when he gets broken. So when Viper ultis him, you can just press the blade mail for that duration, and nothing's gonna happen to him.
Yeah. I think it's good. I definitely like the Centaur's itemization. I'm just surprised it comes after the Shivas, or even after the Crimson.
Well, at the beginning of the game, he wasn't getting Viper ulted much, so he wasn't dying much. So once he saw that he was dying. So the sniper trying to get it has a blink dagger, trying to get the last item that's gonna make his slot full.
So Sniper has an MKB and Drow is building a butterfly. People just don't have any respect for piercing evasion.
Yeah, but Drow also gets better the more agi she has, and butterfly is just straight up very good agi item. Like
Radiants are scanning.
I know that evasion matters a lot when you're thinking about butterfly, but butterfly does give you other things as an agi hero.
Hurricane Pike, Agi Blink.
Sure, but that's just straight up agi. There's other stuff that butterfly gives you.
Radiants are scanning for enemies.
There's a glimmer cape on the lion. Undying working on his own blade mill.
Money changes hands.
The Viper is close to his BKB. 5k network lead, but again, at 45 minutes into the game, I doubt network lead matters at all, especially 5k. But it's not like 30k.
I
or
wouldn't say it's
5K.
irrelevant, but yeah, 5k is not too much here. It's going to come down to who takes Roche as the next big map play.
It's gonna come down to who gets the first jump. This game is all about the first jump. Whoever gets the first jump.
Fair enough, fair enough.
I hope Axe doesn't goes gun call here. Oh, the Drow finishes up the Aegis while the fight happens. The Axe goes and calls the two stoppers on the back line.
DK making space.
Yep, DK making some serious space.
The decay on from the Rubik is very helpful on these team fights. Viper survives, but everybody else dies. Sniper buys back. It's a very
Early buyback. And I
moment
think
for the sniper.
because
because,
everybody on his
yeah.
team has to buy back at this point. Oh no? Because
Drow
they don't-
TPing has decided not to ride that bottom wave into a tower.
yeah, Drow thought that the mid lane is to be recovered first. Or I guess they just wanna make sure they wanna push the mid lane in, push the top lane in, and then that's how they wanna siege. That's a 13k lead right now. There was a 5k network swing.
Yeah, from 5 to 13, huh?
It's huge network swing.
I guess part of that is also the buyback happened, the Aegis happened, the
Yep.
kills happened. Yeah.
Roshan happened. A little bit more farming happened while they're dead.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Drow hitting the high ground. Viper going back for his shard. So only the sniper bought back, everyone else has their buybacks. Rakistan really
This
playing
game
very
is-
greedy. Last game on TA, no BKB. This game on the sniper, no BKB.
This game is going to be all about who gets gone on first, the sniper or the drow.
This game's all gonna be about if the axe gets a call or not.
Yeah, because they're really... Dire doesn't have that much to get on the sniper, so it really just is... Does Dire kite
Yep.
Radiant?
And Dire does kite Radiant because they have center ulti.
Yeah, that's right. Look at Centaur
what a
staying
call.
back. He's like, I have an axe to save you.
What a
Not
call.
fast enough, though.
Stolen Tombstone gonna do some work.
Oh, not fast enough. But Drow repositions. The damage is still going. The Undying shreds.
The
The Witch
Witch
Doctor
Doctor
shreds.
ultimate.
DK shreds.
mega team buyback. Now 23k goal lead.
Do Radiant want their middle tower?
The dark
This is
side,
another one of the issues right now with the Undying Harpoon build, is that Axe and Undying are both on the same target, and Drow just wails away with multi-shot. This like group up strategy is biting them.
Well, it's not a strategy, right? It's a misplay. The axe should not be going in.
Yeah, of course.
The axe should be waiting for the Undying to go in, and then the axe should be choosing who to call.
But the thing is the axe has the one that has the blink dagger, and to get onto the drow who's in the back. So
The
it's
axe has to
all
wait,
a
patient game.
combination.
It's all.
Yes, that's right.
You can't be impatient for as being an axe
That's
in this
right.
game.
Yep. I think some other axe player I heard of recently said that.
Yeah, I think that person also needs to learn how to be patient. They do a lot of impatient, crazy shit.
Yeah. 24k gold lead at 50 minutes. See, it's hard to be patient when you can just foresee the future.
Yeah, but your teammates don't, so they can't see your vision. Also, I realized there's no aura builder on the side of Radiant, and that's hurting them a lot. If they had their own Crimson Guard, it would really help a lot.
They have a Greaves.
Yeah.
They have a Shard for the sniper coming.
Who's
I
been
mean,
in
once
charge?
Viper gets to the point where it's like, look, you can go on the sniper, but I'm going to kill you because I'm also a ton of damage. Well, then there's a bit of a problem, but it just at this point is going to come down to execution.
Yeah.
They can't group up into the multi-shot. If they group up into that multi-shot, the damage is just too high.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna put this game on the Axe. If the Axe can get some nasty calls in, he's gonna win the game for his team.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Dragonite bought out a full Daedalus. What? And his item inventory slot is full. What is he gonna sell?
The Drow
Oh.
gets picked. The Drow does not get saved by the cart. Or no,
He
does get
does.
saved by the cart. Look at that.
I was like, what is he saying? He does get saved by the card. Otherwise, the Drow's
I don't know
dead
what
there.
happened. Maybe because it was invis, I couldn't see her in it, but
Oh, okay.
it worked
Yeah,
out.
the Drow was 100% dead there. The card did its job.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, she has got to be feeling really good right now with her lead. 7k on the sniper.
This Axe is gonna have to have some Seb level plays.
The issue is how does Axe survive the blink?
You don't have to survive the
Because-
blink. You just have to blink and make sure the Viper sniper is hitting.
Yeah, that's about all you can do.
Like, that's your job, and you don't care about
Because that
anything else.
DK will melt you too. The Drow, if the Silver Edge is on, is like you have like a second or two of being alive.
Yep. So, GD, what do you think? At what point does Rakastan channel the spirits of
The Divine Rapiers.
the last
I don't-
winners of AD2L?
I'm not a big Divine Rapier fan, honestly. I don't think Sniper really needs it. He's
Then why did your
probably
team
doing
make
enough
it?
damage as it is. Honestly, I wouldn't be against Sniper getting a Silver Edge. I think Silver Edge is a very good choice. I mean, yeah, he's getting the Swift Blink. It's more expensive, and maybe he can get Silver Edge next, but force the enemy team to carry Dust, you know? Don't let this Centaur with the Blink Dagger, and the DK with the Blink Dagger, and the Rubik with the Blink Dagger get away with not having to carry Dust. Make them use a slot.
Yep. And there we see the Drow shard in action. Can take towers easily. Now he's trying to hit the racks. Can also take the racks pretty easily. And they can just rinse and repeat. Every time the shard is off cooldown, they do the same thing. Siege the base. The big brain play is for the axe to go in and call, and then for like 3-4 stabs to just back to back 4 stab the Drow in the base. I heard that.
I
someone-
mean, if we're going to talk big brain plays, somebody should be pushing another lane so that they don't just get to hit for free.
Yeah, but it's it's dangerous to do that. It's the elimination game. You're scared.
Yeah.
You're gonna get picked off on the side lanes. You don't have buyback either.
Yeah. elimination game, so let's not play optimally.
Yep, that's definitely what the human mindset is like. People are scared when it comes down to the crunch matches. Have you ever played an
Dire, of
elimination
course, we're waiting
series,
for Roche. There it is.
or are you just too good to ever play an elimination series?
If, I mean, I could see an angle where Radiant tries to contest this Roche.
And this Roche is dying in 3, 2, 1.
-1, -2, -3, -4.
Hey, it did die. Refresher on Centaur, Cheese on Dragonite. Decides to backpack his phase boots.
Oh, this refresher on Centaur is going to be a very big problem.
What about refresher on Witch Doctor? Not a big problem?
I mean, this just gives Drow an extra way to get out of fights. 32k gold lead, that is massive.
Yeah, 33k gold lead is definitely a sizable amount. Drow users are sharp.
It might be one of the highest gold leads I've ever seen, but she's locked down.
What's the win probability right
The
now?
Axe says, no, I don't want to call this. The Axe
Oh,
wants the
Axe.
Witch Doctor. The Axe gets the DK. The Drow is just going to hit everybody. Look at the massive split shot hitting. Oh, the Undying harpoons her. Drow don't care. Drow ages down.
Drow
Look
managed
at that harpoon doing so much work. Sniper is hitting Rubik. The cart picks up the Drow. The Drow gets out. Look at that multi-shot. Look at that death ward. Buyback on the sniper. Viper has the dieback. Drow is at half HP.
Oh, what a call by the Axe, but he's
Gets
gonna
the
die.
call, but it's not enough. And that's dieback on 3 of the Dire heroes. The sniper is finally able to hit the Drow, but the Centaur is
Shiva
getting in
guard
his
is
face.
putting the sniper in place.
We are watching the last few moments of this team for this season.
Josh A. They tried their best. They played superbly well. 49k goal lead, 50k goal lead. The Ancient is going down. Lion has disconnected from the game. They've paused. They've called GG. Prince Snow Daddy with a question mark. They
What was that
proved-
pause about?
I think because the Lion left the game.
Oh, it auto pauses?
I'm not sure. I didn't see which name popped up when it paused.
Gotta be a very sad disconnect, I guess.
Yep. And with that, the series comes to an end.
So, both games actually ended up performing as expected, I think.
Yep. Farmers farming feet forever. Definitely had a little too much spice for the Josh A team. And definitely, even though the series in the regular season was extremely close and the Josh A team almost won both games, this playoff games were too much for the side to handle. And with that, we bid adieu to the Josh A. Benz team. They had a very good season. They tried their best with a lot of changes, with a lot of roster changes, a lot of people coming and going, but they finally managed to stick around with a solid combination, and they managed to put up some decent performances their last few games of the season. They had a good first round of lower bracket games, but unfortunately, they are unable to take down Farmers Farming Fit Forever. So, what is your assessment so far, GD? How did you feel Farmers played?
Yeah, I mean, I think when I'm thinking about farmers, I'm thinking Prince on carry and these range damage dealers that hit tower, turrets and all of that, and that's exactly what had happened. I'm thinking Gator making whatever heroes he's on worked. Now that I realize, Don V is on the off lane, I mean, very solid at controlling the team fights. I mean, all the recipes of a good Early, mid, late game team comp is right here in this team. And yeah, I mean, on Josh A, we saw a strong farming, damage dealing sniper. We saw this Slashly Undying doing a lot of space creating. We saw the initiation on the Lion. It's just when it clashed head to head, it wasn't enough.
Yeah, unfortunately, the first game was just lane win from the side of farmers. They just managed to win their lanes, then managed to snowball, take all the towers, did not give any space for the Josh A team to have farm. The second game was much closer. The Josh A team managed to actually accrue a good lane advantage. Were the first ones to take towers, exert map pressure. But I think in the mid game there was a fair few amount of fights where the Axe would get either ganked, and so he would die first, and then his team would be there, or the Axe would go in first, and there would be no damage coming in from his other cores and other Lion ulti. So in the mid game, they weren't able to take some clean fights, and that just meant there was space for the farmers' scores to farm up and get to hit the timings.
Yes,
So
it was the fight execution for sure.
yeah, that wraps up the cast for tonight. Josh A team are knocked out of the lower bracket, so they are out for this season. Farmers farming feet forever, live to fight another day. They're gonna be moving on. Um, and best of luck to Farmers team. Commiserations to the Josh A team. Any final words before we end the stream, GD?
Thanks for watching and thanks for having me.
Yep, it's always a pleasure to have you co-cast with me. I hope everybody else enjoyed the stream. I hope my streams are getting better every time I do them. If you have any comments, concerns, or questions, please feel free to drop them by, send them to my DMs. But yeah, till next time, this has been lovely to do, and hope you all have a great rest of your evening and a wonderful weekend. Take care. Bye.